with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as chat's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His supports is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Most victims across the board we charge toward because the score can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machineers. Snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if Andrew fan his chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bag, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. 3 streams nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil's delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Thursday, the 29th of May, 2025. Hope you're all doing well. In case you're wondering why this message on the screen, Sonny is showing off AI, and I clicked it. I forgot when I click fucking things in the chat, they also show up in the fucking chat there, but yeah, Sonny made this with AI.
Oh, come on. I can't believe that, man. I need tips. I am begging you.
Like, you can make it, basically, Phil has competition. Phil has competition from AI doing exactly what he's doing.
Oh, come on. I can't believe that, man. I need tips. I am begging you.
It's just very, very odd. Although, man, AI is getting better and better. Undeniably. You know, undeniably AI is getting a bit more sophisticated or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so it's just quite fucking bizarre. But there you go, guys. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. I hope you're enjoying your week so far. Of course, it is the penultimate streaming day of the week for Phil. It's the penultimate day for the month as well, obviously, because tomorrow, of course, is the final day of the month for bingo antics and streaming and all that shit, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, this is the second to last day we have of trying to make as much bingo prize for money as possible. And then on Friday, of course, tomorrow, after the bingo's all said and done, and after we try and, you know, add some more bingo prize for money by completing the very challenging marble courses, we'll then, of course, have that big marble race to decide who gets to fucking win for the month of fucking May. But also, before then and now, we have to fucking get through today, first of all. Phil he's there, he's awake in his chat, as you can see. He said, good morning all. And all 2 people said good morning back to him. Like, wow. Fucking ready for that. Also, I'm not sure if Phil has this on his streams yet on YouTube, and I don't think I've got it in mine either, but Raw Phil stream has a strange little feature where you have a little purple crown up here, and there's XP. You know, there's a community leaderboard for XP, and I'm confused as fuck. You know, what is a leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top 3 get special badges in live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? You need to collect experience points or XP. Here's how you get them. Send live chat messages, send super chats and super stickers. When Phil gets this enabled on his own shit, he is going to milk it for all it's fucking worth. He is going to fucking be like, you know, encouraging this fucking chat to super chat like mad. Just to fucking make sure they're the fucking, oh, get your own fucking special badge for the stream, guys. He is going to be unbearable with it. But as of right now, it looks like Phil Burnell does not have anything in his chat on his streams enabled on that thing. So the fact it's funny to me that Raw Phil was offered it before the real Phil was. That just fucking makes me fucking giggle. That the actual DSP couldn't fucking get it for Raw Phil fucking got it. So there you fucking go. Excellent stuff indeed. So yeah, but I have a feeling Phil might talk about it today. He might address it today, and he might be like, I'm sure Phil will be happy he's got one more thing to try and monetize his fucking dents for on YouTube, you know, so he's gonna be fucking pleased as punch about that. Anyway, a couple of things to go through, guys. First of all, Dublank Duvel, big ups to them for they made Phil's head. Sorry, two things. I had to cough there, my bad. I'm sorry I coughed in the fucking microphone, it just came out of fucking nowhere. So Dublank Duvel managed to fucking isolate Phil's head from his little rant yesterday and just make it green screen so you can fucking do what you want with it.
So because I'm doing something differently, better than everyone else, and you can't make fun of me for it, you're mad. Too fucking bad. Go fucking jump off a cliff. Because that's about the value that you have if that's the kind of person you want to be.
Jesus fucking Christ. Also, he's made that, and some people have had fun with this. For example,
Make fun of me.
so here we go, it's Moobin time. That being said, had some fun with it, you know, they fucking put in it in they used an old Power Rangers clip.
So because I'm doing something differently, better than everyone else, and you can't make fun of me for it, you're mad. Too fucking bad. Go fucking jump off a cliff. Because that's about the value that you have if that's the kind of person you want to be. You're a toxic individual on the internet who only cares when someone's in suffering and misery. That's fucked up. Seriously. What is wrong with you? If that's your mentality.
That's fantastic. So some people have had all sorts of fucking funny shenanigans with this fucking headless cat thing, whatever. Jesus, man. But yeah, but that being said, also found on Twitter from years ago, was it over a decade ago? It's okay, YouTube. Philip only tells people to kill themselves in extreme anger. And Phil was so, yeah, because Phil in 2014 was challenged by somebody called Joseph Mendez on Twitter. Telling people to go commit suicide or to die a specific way is okay and not cyberbullying at all. And Phil says, okay, of course not. That's probably why I've done it twice in my entire internet existence and only in extreme anger. It's just such a weird fucking, what a bizarre fucking response to that sort of fucking thing way back then. It was okay, you know, I was extremely angry, so it's okay, I told those guys to kill themselves. Jesus fucking Christ, what's wrong? Anyway, also a little clip here from Superhoundtism on Twitter as well. Everything is Dark Souls now, this guy is actually retarded.
For my first runs of Minecraft from years and years ago, 5+ years ago, I just dug right under my house, got right into a cave system, was able to easily get all the resources I needed. There wasn't a zillion enemies down there. I was easily just going down and grab everything, was able to build, and then, you know, having fun. Here it's like, what on earth is going on? Like, why is it so hard?
Seriously?
I mean, I'm not lying when I say it feels almost like Dark Souls.
Oh my fucking god, he actually said it.
Is that what they were going for? Because Dark Souls is so popular? Hey, let's make Minecraft into Dark Souls. That sounds like a good idea.
I'm genuinely at a loss for fucking words. I'm at a loss for fucking words. Jesus fucking Christ. One more little clip here. The King Snake gets told he fumbled his opportunity with Kino Casino. I'm looking forward to seeing what he says here.
I fumbled the opportunity. You keep telling yourself that. You keep fucking telling yourself that I fumbled the opportunity. Go for it. You can feel however you want about it. I know the truth of the matter, and the truth of the matter is, it all worked out perfectly. It really did. Okay.
Are you sure about that, Phil? Are you certain about that? I don't think you fucking did. Bizarre. Utterly fucking bizarre individual. Anyway, in case you're wondering, by the way, Phil's podcast, he uploaded his podcast in its full entirety yesterday. And yes, some people are thinking, is he going to upload it? Is he going to censor it? Is he going to try and edit it? No. It's all still there on Phil's uploaded video.
I'd love to hear it. So because I'm doing something differently, better than everyone else, and you can't make fun of me for it, you're mad. Too fucking bad. Go fucking jump off a cliff. Because that's about the value that you have if that's the kind of person you want to be. You're a...
So yeah, it's still there in his fucking video, so as I said, is it that language on YouTube? Is that acceptable? Whatever, who fucking knows? But you know, all I know is that Phil's the video's on there. The video's up there. It's on his channel live for all to fucking see. He's like, he's doubling down or whatever. So, but yeah, fuck it. There you fucking go. Anyway, while we wait for Phil to go live properly, I thought we'd check out this compilation made by Dick Stroking Phil Vlogs. He only uploaded it an hour ago. DSP Gaming is dead. Claire Obscure killed it. Summarized. So yeah, looking forward to seeing this. Dick Stroking Phil Vlogs, of course. Always fun edits, you know what I mean? Obviously, it's clearly, you're not meant to take it fully in context. You know, their whole shtick is taking Phil out of context and having fun with the fucking edits, you know what I mean? But it's still fucking great watching.
So guys, we got about a half an hour left. We're at $37 of support for a 5-hour stream. Please support the stream if you have not yet. I would be lying if I told you I wasn't disappointed. I'm disappointed that today I did a 4-hour stream of the game to make progress, which we did, and for some bizarre reason, people did not support it. I don't know what else to say. Too fucking bad. Thanks for the money, dummies. Banned. Camera's been on the whole time. Bounce. I'm actually a virgin. See this fucking piece of garbage disc? Thanks for the money, stupid fuck. Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap. A great streaming day. Fun to be had, but also Claire Obscure, it just didn't go according to plan, to be honest, all right? So let's talk about it. So today, I didn't do a podcast. And the reason being is because people have been saying, hey, you don't really need a podcast every day. It'd be great if you can make more advancement in the games you're playing so it doesn't take as long to get through them. So last week, I tested this with Doom: The Dark Ages. It worked. We ended up finishing Doom in a great amount of time. So I did the same thing today with Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I said, we will not do a podcast. Instead, let's just play Claire Obscure for a good 4+ hours. Let's make as much progress as we can, and that'll help us, you know, with our playthrough. The problem with Claire Obscure is it just doesn't seem like a lot of people are showing up for it anymore. Guys, again, I'll just say it once. If you guys are enjoying Expedition 33, or just like my
I'll just say it once. You know, I'm pressing X to get out that I'll just say it once. Phil, if you only fucking said it once, there wouldn't be fucking compilations of you fucking begging over and over and over again.
Content in general, and you're here today, please support the stream. When we played this earlier in the week, we didn't hit the goal, but we did all right. Today, incredibly slow, and I want to keep this game going. You know, we're already more than halfway into it, but I can't have it be a dead stream, you know? So please support if you can. Anything is appreciated right now. Velcro Maniac, if you have a problem with the amount of support I got today, why don't you contribute instead of just talking out of your butt over on Kick? That'll be good. Now, the playthrough is between 30 to 35 hours at this point. We're nearing the end of Act 2 from what I'm being told. My approach has been play through the story, but then if new side content opens up that's available, try it out. If it's too hard, come back to it later. But in a lot of the cases, the side content that's been red danger actually has been beatable by me because I'm really good at parrying. I missed every parry. Why am I good at parrying? Well, because I've been a full-time gamer for over 15 years, because I play competitive fighting games like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and so having timed inputs and parrying is kind of a part of something that I've mastered. I did not parry anything. Damn it! I've been exploring side dungeons and optional boss fights and things that a lot of people skipped and came back to later. And people are now saying, oh, you're way over level. Declan is saying, can I make a recommendation? Save all side content for Act 3 or post-game. The best time to do the content is when it's level appropriate. People are so upset with me for doing side content that unlocks. I didn't make the game. I didn't put the side content in it. I didn't make it available when they did. If it really was intended to be played where you skip all side content until you're exactly the level where you can beat it, then they should have unlocked it at that time. So, the entire stream, a few people are being very negative. You over-leveled, you ruined the playthrough. I've ruined the playthrough. I didn't make the game. I didn't put the side content there. I didn't make it available that early. How am I doing the wrong thing by playing something that's right in front of me? What are you talking about? I just don't get it. If your criticism is that side content over-levels you, I'm the player, not the designer. You should direct that problem to the designers of the game. What do you want me to do? I bought the game. Well, I guess it's Game Pass. Technically, I didn't buy it, but I'm playing.
Using Phil's logic then, wouldn't that mean that the game developers should also get the money for the gameplay? But if Phil was not taking responsibility for the gameplay he's putting out in the stream as to why people are getting bored or whatever, shouldn't the money being made on that stream then go to the game developer as well, since it's their game? And, you know, if Phil's logic is so weird here, like, he doesn't want to fucking take responsibility for how bored he's making people, and he's fucking blaming the game developers for fucking doing this shit. You know, they put it in there, blame them. It makes no sense. It's a bizarre fucking argument. It didn't make sense yesterday, it still doesn't make sense today. And yeah, actually, Chris, I'm going to go over that. Actually, I'm going to get through this first. We're going to watch this video, and then I'm going to go through that comment because I thought it was actually quite an interesting comment.
Playing the game, I'm not going to skip content that I'm finding fun, challenging, and meaningful that's in the game to be played. Sorry that you couldn't beat it when I can because you weren't as good at parrying. Literally what you're saying is, because I'm so good at the game, the playthrough sucks. That's exactly what you're saying. I'm so good at Clear Obscure, my playthrough's bad because nothing's beating me. If you had played the game and you were finding all this in trouble and adversity and you were raging, then we could make more memes. Then we could do clips and we could put them on X and on TikTok and on Reddit, and we could have millions of views making fun of how bad you are at the game. But you're not doing that, so your playthrough sucks. Fuck you. Yes, every one of you out there. Fuck you. You're a fucking waste of my time, and you're a waste of life if that's all you think. Because Darkseid feels good at something, his playthrough sucks. No, you're a loser. If all you care about is toxicity and failure, you're the fucking problem, not me. My playthrough doesn't suck. My playthrough is one of the best playthroughs of Clear Obscure. Tell me another fucking content creator who's made a playthrough like that of that game. Name one singular one. I'd love to hear it. So because I'm doing something differently, better than everyone else, you're mad. Go fucking jump off a cliff. That's about the value that you have if that's the kind of person you want to be. You're a toxic individual on the internet. What is wrong with you? And some people are saying, oh, it's boring. The game's too easy, too boring. You steamrolled through it. It's boring? I don't think so. Interesting. No, it's not boring. I'm doing well and you're just a loser. You don't like the fact that I'm good at games. Face it, Clear Obscure, I'm actually really good at. I've done exceptionally well. I beat a level 70 dungeon when I went in at like level 30. I'm actually good at the game. Too bad that you can't accept that. I'm not actually bad at every game. There's nothing that you can do about it. Kiss my ass. Well, if you just played Clear Obscure non-stop for 2 weeks, you would have beaten it, and then no one would be bored, and you wouldn't have the problems you're having right now. Yes, and I would have went out of business. That's not an exaggeration. People are here for variety. I can't just play one game non-stop for 2-3 weeks. I'm Mr. RPG, Mr. Fighting Game, Mr. FromSoft. That's why I've had the longevity that I've had. I have kept the variety going, right? Right now, I'm a toxic individual on the internet who only cares when someone's in suffering and misery. That's what DSP Gaming is all about and always has been. My overall viewership is mouth-drooling idiots, you see. Oh my God. Phil only has 150 viewers on his podcast. Yes, but you have to understand, I am one of the most strongly supported crowd-funded streamers on the planet. You have to understand that, and a lot of people don't, all right? The reason I'm here is because of idiotic, cackling morons. Now, I've noticed a distinct fall-off in this game's attendance. When we first played it a month ago, there was a lot of people watching, and then it just went down and down and down. Now we can barely get 150 people on YouTube. The contributions today were the worst contributions, the lowest level that I've had for any stream so far in 2025, and for any stream since I was playing Like a Dragon Infinite Well in early 2024. So it's been over a year since I've had a stream that had this low of contributions. Hold it! By the end of today's first stream, I raised 20 bucks. Now, on top of all of that, listen to this. Today was DSP Tries It, Taco Bell, so I ordered the food. After already having this incredibly stressful stream, the food gets delivered, they forgot my chicken nuggets. So by the end of the first stream, I had made $20 but spent $50 for Taco Bell, I had actually lost money streaming today. It's RPGs. It's just that simple. I'll be honest, when we play RPGs like this, usually it is slow. A lot of people, I guess, wanted to see me beat it quicker, which wouldn't have been possible unless I played nothing else. But the problem is, as you know, I'm a variety creator. I balance a bunch of games, so I couldn't do it. You know, what do you want me to do? RPGs, for some reason, don't resonate with my mainstream audience. They'll come for action. They'll come for adventure, multiplayer. But when it comes to an RPG, even this, the most well-respected, well-reviewed, everyone loves the RPG, I still can't get people to show up. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I love RPGs. I wanted to play Metaphor, had to skip it. I wanted to play this game and it worked for a month. Now all of a sudden it doesn't. It's the same game. So what happened? I don't know. No one can seem to give me an answer. Now here's the problem. We're in the end of Act 2. If I were to go straight to the story and finish it up right now, I could just beat the game. Do I just steamroll through the game and just beat it and say, that's it? Done? I'll be honest, I love the game, but I can't have it that every time I play this game, no one shows up and no one supports, and it's just the dead stream. So anyway, after this stream that I loved but ended up being the least supported in a year and a half, tonight was American Truck Simulator. A lot of people showed up, a lot of people engaged, great support. We hit the goal. All right? One person, of course, was a troll, and he goes, oh, go get your moonshine, and if you take a shot of moonshine, I'll do 20 subs. And I said, well, I don't believe you. Give me the 20 subs, and then we'll do the moonshine. He's like, oh, go get your moonshine. So I got it. Guy lied, so I banned him. He's a piece of crap, you know? But outside of that, everything was good. I'm happy, because I had 2 White Claws. Here's the second one. But I'm still in this big conundrum when it comes to Clear Obscure, what to do with it. I want to know your feedback. I don't know what to do. And now, as you can see, all the toxic losers who I said are just wastes of everyone's time are speaking up on Kick, and they can all enjoy their nice big bands right now. They can all get fucked. Maybe people went on vacation for Memorial Day. Oh, there's a holiday. Oh, people are broke right now. It's bullshit. If that were the case, the entire industry would fall apart. Do you understand? No one would be able to stream. No one would make any money. It's nonsense. Oh, well, don't you know that people were waiting for their tax breaks to come in and then they're going to support you? Bullshit. People have money to support what they like, and they will. I'd like feedback. I'd like to know. It would be great to get a rallying of support tomorrow and hit the goal, because I want to do DSP Tries It on Friday, but I am nervous because we didn't hit the goal yesterday. I love this game. This might very well be my Game of the Year pick. Now,
and who cares? Very curious, by the way, guys. Did Phil hit both goals yesterday, or did he have a slow day as well? Like, I don't know. You know, I know the day stream. The day stream hit his fucking goal. I know that much, but I'm not entirely sure of Minecraft and night stream if he achieved it then as well. He hit both goals. Okay. I assume it was only 1 goal each stream though. And he's desperate for more because he's fucking desperate to stuff his face on Friday.
yeah, I'll be honest with you. Because of dwindling attendance and support, I have to stop playing it. Oh, how dare you! There's another rage quit, another wage quit. What are you talking about? Any business that tries something new, if the customers don't actually catch on and buy it or want it, they stop offering it. If you have a sandwich shop and you sell Philly cheesesteaks, but you decide now you're gonna have the chicken cheesesteak as well, if it doesn't sell within 2 weeks, you just keep buying the chicken? That's business, but people are dumb and they want to turn it into toxic stuff. You hear it's the actual opposite. You hear says that's the issue. Instead of seeing yourself as a streamer, sounds like you see yourself as a business person, and it makes it seem like you don't have passion anymore. No, the problem is I have so much passion for drama and nonsensical, very toxic content. Literally, I do drama to print me more money today. That's why I'm so passionate. Man, my playthrough didn't do well yesterday. Let's do a big drama video today. Who cares who I hurt? As long as I print money today, that's all I care about. That's me. I'm that kind of person. I think we see a problem here, and the problem isn't me. The problem is you.
Jesus Christ, man, that's a fuck. That quote at the end is like, for fuck's sake. That fucking quote at the end. But before we start, so Phil's not even here yet, you know what I mean? But before we begin, I want to show you something.
So because I'm doing something differently, better than everyone else, and you can't make fun of me for it, you're mad.
But watch that again, though.
Too fucking bad. Go fucking jump off a cliff. Because that's about the value that you have if that's the kind of person you want to be. You're a toxic individual on the internet who only cares when someone's in suffering and misery.
Yeah, so yeah, but that's not why I'm showing you this video, though. I'm showing you this fucking video again because somebody left a very lengthy comment in the video, and Phil might address it. Who knows? There has actually been some replies. Phil has not replied, however. But yeah, So, very interesting comment. Can you actually zoom in this actually? Or a bit too much? I leave it too much. Yeah, it zooms a bit too hard. Sorry about that. But I'll read it out though. I'll read it out for you guys. So, you're looking for a silver bullet that will fix it all, but there isn't really one. Because of that, this comment will be on the long side, but I hope you'll engage with it despite its length. Let's start with a few stats. I can't. Oh God, fucking who cares what the fucking stats? I'll just fucking show you the stats. You know, yeah, clear obscure. 27 parts over 33 days. Blueprints, fucking 29 parts over 48 days. Planet Yakuza, 31 parts over 55 days. And fucking Fallout Next Gen, 64 parts over 96 days. So those are some of the stats. Say fucking the stock, whatever. Makes an average of 52 minutes played per real-time day. If you take out one of every 7 player day off, that makes an average of 1 hour played per stream day. That means per week, you're putting out 5 to 6 hours of content per game. That means a day plus night stream or 2-day streams. That's not very much, and I think it contributes to why people lose interest in your longer playthroughs. If your business model doesn't work for long games and you want to play long games, then your business model doesn't work. You said if you focus now on finishing Claire, then you couldn't play Night Rain or Switch 2. The thing is, you would have already been done with Claire if you had focused on it. If you had played it 2 full days on release and then alternated full days with day stream only, you would have had the same amount of hours played by May the 6th. And if your point is, well, I couldn't have played Blueprints then, you could have put the same focus on Blueprints and been done, or nearly done, by the time Claire released. Overall, I think focusing on 1 or 2 games at a time will solve the issue of viewers losing interest in longer games. You said viewers get burnt out by 20 hours of playthrough. For Claire, that was at part 16. It took you 4 weeks to put out part 16. Of course, people will lose interest when it takes that long. A great streamer can make anything entertaining, even with focus on 1 game. I could probably name a dozen small and medium-sized variety streamers that play 1 game at a time and still see success. On top of taking so long in real time, you make gameplay decisions that kill pacing. You tend to mainline all available side content before doing story content in a story-based game. You did it with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and now again with Claire. You bash your head on optional challenges for long stretches when you could easily leave it for a bit and come back. It happened a bit in Claire and happened in Elden Ring. You blame the developers for putting it there, but it's ultimately your decision to play it that way. Or you make decisions that make the game trivial because of leveling or getting super strong equipment. Again, Claire, Elden Ring, I'm sure there are other examples. When people say your playthroughs aren't very good, it's not purely from a place of trolling. If you had some of the best content out there, your VOD numbers wouldn't have under 500 views weeks after posting like Claire and Blueprints both have. Some general points to help, and the final bits here is what Phil might take exception to if he actually addresses this. Oh, but if Phil's going live apparently, I'll just put him on pause. Bad man's on pause, let's go through the rest of this thing. So, some general points to help with viewerships, which ultimately helps with support. Your theory of ask and you shall receive turns more people off than it does inspiring people to support you financially. Here. Your night stream time is bad for everyone. European viewers are asleep. Even on the east coast of the US, your night stream ends after midnight. If your demographic is older like you say, very few are staying up that late at night, night after night to watch you. Move both streams earlier or go back to 1 longer stream so your content doesn't run so late into the night. It's a good shout. Like Phil, I've never understood why Phil starts his day streams at such a late hour. I mean, it works out well for me, also because I'm home from work, whatever. 7 PM is quite a good time for me if I can start in bingo. Where, I mean 7 PM in the UK is like 11 AM Phil's time. It works out quite well for me. But it's always confused me why he waits so long to start work. He misses out so much. Anyway, you use so much time on stuff you don't have to. You talk about the schedule 3 to 4 times a day and then post it in writing 2 more times. Focus on 1 game would also alleviate this problem. You summarise what happened on stream both on the podcast and in the daily crap, which also hurts your VOD numbers. There is so much time spent in those segments that could be gameplay to get you through games faster. If you talk about your schedule less, there'll be less emphasis by everyone when you end up dropping a game. You talk about it so much that of course it draws attention. If a sandwich shop drops an item from the menu because it isn't selling, they don't make multiple announcements and talk to every customer about why they will probably drop the menu item. And selling out isn't inherently bad. Diversifying your income streams is healthy. Having a sponsor's icon on stream is less intrusive than asking people to give you financial contributions multiple times every stream. And that is the one that will really irk Phil, that one there. Here's the final thing I have to say on why support levels can drop drastically. It's one you probably won't want to hear or acknowledge. There aren't that many people contributing to the totals. It's not 3 to 5 people like the tractor say, but it's probably somewhere in the 20 to 30 range if I had to guess. If most of those people don't like a game, get bored of a game, can't shop the stream, or don't have money to give, then your totals are going to be low. Some of the above points on viewership will help with this, but you have to make some more changes to try and attract new viewers, at least enough to combat attrition. But that's a whole other conversation entirely. As I'm saying, that was a comment this guy left. This was a very, it was a very well worded comment. It was quite well received, as you can tell, you know what I mean? Some people quite liked it. It said, well said, you know. This guy here as well, Snack. So, you know, Snacks replied. So Snack replies to it, and the guy, the original commenter, responds to him as well. I used to get really upset at other drivers on the road. Why do you care about a couple minutes instead of everyone's safety? Would be the first thing in my mind. But that assumes a crucial thing. It assumes everyone lives their lives like we do, governed by logic and reason. It assumes others also collect data to inform their decisions. The hard part for me has been coming to accept that that is just not the case. We cannot reasonably assume that, and as long as we do, people like Phil will both attract and repel us. We're attracted to the spectacle of a human being disregarding our entire approach to life, but repelled by the consequences that the lifestyle has on their behaviour. Your comment is really thoughtful and well constructed. I'm glad you wrote it because it's important for us to see examples of constructive criticism. To return to a previous point, the hard part is recognising that this thing you put so much time into today means so little to Phil and others like him. This will be nothing more than an attack from a detractor seen like litter on the road or shit on the sidewalk. Save your breath for the ones that value it. You're good at this. Thanks for posting it. So that guy's basically trying to warn them. You know, look, you're wasting your fucking time on this. Phil won't care. The guy responded, hey, thanks for taking the time to respond. I know it's most likely that Phil will ignore it and just keep doing everything exactly the same as he always has. It's the path of least resistance. I was bored at work when I decided to write it, so it didn't really take a lot much time or labour that I could have spent doing other things, I suppose, besides actual work. Lol. The fact that we can all see constructive things that could start to turn things around is what helps make it a spectacle. There you go. So, as I said, very detailed, in-depth comment where will Phil address it? Well, I think Phil's going to ignore it. I don't think Phil's even going to address the comment. He's going to pretend it doesn't fucking exist, and he's fucking just going to ask for money instead and try and emphasise the importance of hitting goals because he wants to stuff his fucking face with it again. That'll be what fucking happens, okay? But anyway, it is time for some bingo, of course, okay? And to play bingo, we're going to get a bingo number for today's bingo card. So the second number in chat I see. The second number in chat I see will be the number used for today's bingo card. Also, I'll have a board up, so hold on. There we go. There's a board. And the second number in chat I saw was from Sonic. Sonic says 69. Oh, nice number. I see what you did there. Nice. So yeah, number 69 for today's bingo board. I'll just randomise the bingo background image and then type in a number 69 in here and generate a fresh bingo card. Here we go. Here is today's bingo card we have for today's show. We need Phil to say and do the following. We need Phil to say life, react, by the way, here's a thing or here's a deal, and him saying now. The second row is Phil saying alright, shocked, him doing some scat talk, him saying contributions and support. The third row is Phil messing with his phone, him giving some regular old fashioned leaning ban. Actually, hold on. Before we even continue, let's just refresh the kicked ban list very quickly. Has Phil banned anyone today? He has, you know. We can tick that off straight away. Happy fucking days. Let me just tick this off right now.
Burger.
There we go. So, we didn't ban is right ticked off because Phil's right banned someone. Now you fucking go. So, we need Phil to say marathon, necessarily, and dude. The fourth row is Phil saying million, interesting number. Him doing a Y or a T pose. Him saying you know what I mean, him laughing, and him saying honest. The fifth and final row is Phil saying Twitter or X or going on Twitter or X. Him saying you see, him discussing his family in some capacity, him saying allowed to explain, and finally him saying kick. That is today's bingo board we have for today's show. So thankfully hopefully, in fact, we can get a full house. Yeah, I'm very strong. I like this card. This is a strong fucking card. I'm quite confident we can get our full house here in this penultimate bingo stream. Excellent stuff indeed. And here's Prophet here. What Prophet's saying, what a lot of these people who come by Phil by sheer dumb luck don't get is to Phil, it's not about the content, quality of content or enthusiasm for the job, it's just about the money. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people will, in their, out of the kindness of their hearts, try and give Phil advice. But Phil isn't willing to, like, Phil doesn't really understand the concept of working hard for your money. I mean, I don't know how else to fucking phrase it. Like, Phil is comfortable doing things in a certain way. Phil has spent years doing the least amount of effort and expecting the most maximum reward. And he'll barely fucking change things. Like, oh, it's like, and still expect like either more or the same amount, you know, so it's like he doesn't understand and he can't accept the fact that his shit is getting stale, you know? He just refuses to fucking accept that because it's worked for so fucking long. You know, it's just, yeah, it's just the fucking way it goes, I guess. As time goes on as well, I have less and less pity for this fucking dumbass denthead to fucking go bankrupt for Phil's sake. They literally fucking pump so much fucking money to Phil, fucking filled by Phil's fucking begs, and it's like, you know, you guys need to pay my bills. Do you guys want me to sell out? Like, what would you rather have me do? You want to fucking promote a product? Or how about you fucking go bankrupt for me so I can fucking pay my next fucking bill? Yeah, that sounds very fucking fair, Phil, doesn't it? Yeah, great way to fucking treat your audience, Phil. You know, if they'll go fucking bankrupt, at least you didn't fucking have to fucking promote some sort of product, Phil. You're really fucking looking out for their best fucking interests. It's fucking disgusting. It really is from Phil. He's just, the way he treats his audience. As I said though, we have fucking warned them for years about Phil and how he fucking treats people. They don't fucking care. I guess they fucking like the fucking misery. Anyway, that's me getting fucking derailed, just fucking ranting and raving. I apologise. So where was I? Oh yeah, of course. That's the bingo board we have to do for today's show. There's a variety of ways we can get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house bingo board. For example, if Phil burps, snorts or sits 10 times before he starts recording for his shitey gameplay, that gives us all a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, that also gives us a free space. For 5 new or rejoining members we have to the bingo streams, that also gives us a free space. And finally, in my opinion, the best way for us to get free spaces, if we get 50 likes on the bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, that gives us 1 free space. If we get 75 likes on the bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, that gives us 2 free spaces. And if we manage to get 100 likes on this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only do we get 3 free spaces, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes on the stream. So there you go, you guys are in full direct control of some of the ways we can get free spaces, but the rest of the ways are controlled by Phil and his bizarre body functions as well, so I'm begging like the little bitch that he is. Oh, of course, and if Jade shows up and Phil says hi to Jade, we get a free space for that as well. Excellent stuff indeed. Now, of course, there's a couple more things to go through, but I'm going to let Phil explain that for me.
Well, hello everyone, Phil Burnell here, letting you know about King Jad's Bingo and Marbles gameplay on YouTube. Now, you need to leave a post in the community tab to enter, and that's it. A lucky winner will be picked by playing Marbles at the end of the month. It is just that easy. Any mouth-drooling idiot can do it.
Thanks, Phil, you fucking bug-eyed piece of shit for explaining that for everyone to fucking hear. As Phil explained, you know, you've got to fucking make sure that you have left a comment on that community post. You have until tomorrow to make sure your name is locked in on that community post and you have your own marble secured. Because after bingo is all said and done tomorrow, we're going to have a marble race to determine who wins half of that bingo prize fund. And it could be you. Someone's got to fucking win it, so why the fuck should it not be you? You've got to win it. The old saying goes, if you're not in the fucking game, you know, then, you know, it's just, then fucking boohoo you. But yeah, you've got to win into his old saying goes. That bingo prize fund is made up of a variety of different things. Begin the shit show. I'm not finished plugging the fucking shit yet, but we're starting soon. Mr. Pika Fan, of course, has been a previous bingo winner. That's actually, I said, telling Mr. Pika Fan while he was live streaming that he won bingo is one of my favourite ever fucking ways to inform somebody that they'd won bingo. Like, they were literally in the middle of their own stream, Mr. Pika Fan. You know what I mean? And I went and popped in and said, by the way, you won bingo. Your marble fucking won. You know, I was just so telling somebody that while they're live streaming was like one of the coolest fucking things. It really fucking was. It was such a fucking weird It's a weird thing, but it's a fucking cool thing as well. But there you go. Mr. Pickafan, of course, previously won bingo. It could also be you. But obviously you got to make sure that you have your marble secured by commenting on that community post. But yeah, I'll say link is in the chat, in the description of the live stream. If you can't find it, type in !marbles in the chat, and the link will also pop up as well. So there you fucking go. That bingo prize one, as I said, is made up of a bunch of different things. For example, if I win bingo and get a full house, adds $10 to the bingo prize fund. Every Friday we try and complete 3 very challenging marble courses, and for every course we complete and get one winner in, we add $10 more per completed course. A quarter of the YouTube income I make every single month goes directly towards that bingo prize fund as well. And of course, finally, tips. 100% of tips I get, no matter how big or small that tip, goes right towards that bingo prize fund as well. So that is how the bingo prize fund is all made up. Now, I think I've gone through all the basic knowledge. I think there's only one more thing for me to do, and that's just to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
This is the fucking Shawshank Redemption, right? But with more tunneling through shit, no fucking redemption.
And on that note, I mean, surely today's fucking podcast won't be as bad as yesterday. Like, Phil was just fucking ridiculously bitch yesterday. Surely today won't be as fucking bad. This is one way to find out. Here I fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the final podcast of the week. That's right. This is the final level 1 podcast for the week because tomorrow I'll be playing Elden Ring Night Reign and doing major focus on progress for the launch. So what I'd like to do today is wrap up all the ongoing topics and things that we've been discussing, including a follow-up to yesterday's big discussion about ongoing lengthy playthroughs and how to handle them. I've gotten some feedback. I'd like to share some of that with you. Maybe we'll have more of a back and forth discussion about it today. Also, I would like to get some interactivity with you in regards to submissions for things that you have found funny or notable over the course of my 16, 17-year career on YouTube.
Cares?
Right now, we've got a bunch of clips that I usually play during breaks, but I'd like to get your take on what are some moments that you found funny or notable that you'd like to see. So, we'll have a few different topics to discuss today, and of course, the usual chill interactive vibes. All of this and more on the final episode of the week of the Level 1 Podcast.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking weird prick. By the way, guys, I'm still doing, so even though there's no podcast tomorrow, I'm still doing a stream tomorrow, of course. I'm going to do a 3x3 bingo card tomorrow, because I'm still expecting Phil to fucking rant and rave randomly for for 20, 30, maybe 40 minutes. Because anytime Phil claims he's going to skip a podcast, he still fucking rants and raves for a surprisingly long amount of time. Let's skip his fucking shitey intro. And here we go, good stuff, Eddie. So, 2 ticked off so far, 23 to go.
Well, I must say, the overall feedback this week has been the new intro's a hit. People were kind of thrown for a loop when I started using the previous intro. I personally liked having these kind of soulful singers that kind of sounded like a 1980s throwback for my intro for many, many months, but everyone was like, is that really your vibe, Phil? I think this is a little bit more my vibe, and I really enjoy it. I hope that you guys are liking the new intro. Anyway, welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, the 29th of May, 2025. I'm DSP. This is the Level 1 Podcast here on DSP Gaming, and it is the final episode of the week. Tomorrow, I am streaming, but as I've been doing a few times over the last couple of weeks, I'm going to skip the podcast to get maximum gameplay in of Elden Ring Night Reign for its launch. For those who don't know, on PC, it launches tonight, which is weird because you'd be like, tonight? I thought it comes out tomorrow. Yeah, it launches at 3 p.m. Pacific time. So I'm going to do it as my late stream tonight, starting around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time and running till around 9:30ish. And then I'm going to do it again tomorrow. What we're going to do is the stream will start around 11:15. I'll jump on to hang out with you guys for a little bit around 11:30 so that we can build up an audience. And once we do, then we're going to jump back into the game and play a good 4 hours of Elden Ring Night Reign. So between tonight's premiere stream and tomorrow's daytime stream, we'll have over 6 hours of Elden Ring Night Reign under our belts, and we'll be able to make some good judgments. You know, I'm actually curious with this game. After that initial gameplay, will it already feel stale? Will we already have seen most of the bosses and most of the map? Because if it really is just one map, and you just keep dropping in different parts and just fighting the bosses, you do realize that it's basically going to be very repetitive, and it's going to feel kind of like Fortnite combined with almost like Monster Hunter. And I get the feeling that it may actually lose its hype and momentum really quick. I'm already getting this vibe. I haven't even played it yet. I did play the network test, and I did 2 streams of it, and by the end of the second stream, people were like, meh. So I kind of get that feeling. That's why I wanted to play as much as I could within that launch window while the hype is hot to see what we think, okay? So I can't wait to see what's in store, but I feel like after that initial exposure to what's in store, you know, what are the new bosses? What's the new gameplay elements? It ain't going to be that good. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll be one of those games that actually does have a catchy loop and you want to play it more. I guess we're going to find out together. Okay, so anyway, no podcast tomorrow. That means that we need to finish up all of our discussions today. And we have one big discussion that's going on this week regarding the lengthy playthroughs that I've been doing. In fact, someone leaving an incredibly lengthy comment on my YouTube video yesterday of this show.
Oh, he actually might address it then. He actually might fucking cover it then.
Oh, actually left some interesting stats that I didn't even realize, okay? So just listen to this. What were my 4 longest playthroughs in the last year?
Oh, he's going to ignore most of it just to fucking... Oh, he's ignoring most of the fucking comments. What a fucking dick. He's cherry picking the comments, so he's fucking going to leave out the bits that fucking criticise him.
Number 1, by far, Fallout 4, the next-gen run, which is when I played Fallout 4 last year when they had patched the game to have next-gen graphics and upgrades. That one was 64 parts. It ended up being 63 hours and 32 minutes long, and it lasted 96 days, meaning it took me over 3 months to get through the base game and the DLCs that we played during that base game. Okay? What's my second longest playthrough? Well, it depends on what you mean by playthrough, because of a game that I completed, it's actually Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, which lasted 46 hours and 29 minutes over the course of 31 parts, hosted across 55 days. So that means it took almost 2 months to complete Pirate Yakuza. If you're talking about my current playthroughs, I was actually underestimating how long these playthroughs are. Are you ready for this? Blueprints, I've currently been playing for 48 days. So over a month and a half, we've been playing Blueprints. During that time period, I've made 29 parts, but the thing is, my video parts are longer now. What I usually do is I do one part, take a break, and then do a second part, but those parts are over an hour long. They used to always be 1 hour long, now they're like an hour and a half long. So just listen to this. We've done 29 parts of Blueprints, but I have played 47 hours and 58 minutes of Blueprints. 48 hours of gameplay of Blueprints already in 29 parts. It didn't seem like that, did it? But it actually is. That means I've played more Blueprints than I even played Pirate Yakuza. But we played it at an accelerated rate, 48 days versus 55, so it doesn't feel like I've been playing it that long. Now, here's an even more interesting one. You ready? Clear Obscure Expedition 33, which we're continuing today, and I'm going to tell you, as a result of feedback, we're kind of changing the pacing. I'll talk about that in a moment. Clear Obscure Expedition 33. I've been only playing it 33 days, so just a month, okay? In 1 month, I've released 27 parts, and I have played, just listen to this, 44 hours and 55 minutes, so 45 hours of Clear Obscure in 1 month. Again, I think what's happening is no one, including me, is realizing this because I'm making longer parts. Since I'm only doing 2 gameplay videos a day now of each of these longer playthroughs, it seems like I'm only putting out 2 hours, but I'm actually putting out 3 or more, and then you add it together, like, what the? You're really that far in? Yeah, I've played that much of Clear Obscure, if you can believe it, okay? So, now that we're talking about this, I mean, here's basically the schools of thought that have come out of this. If you don't know, if you didn't see yesterday's podcast, in a nutshell, I'm having difficulty figuring out how to tackle longer games because right now, with my formula and the way that I do things, I'm a variety streamer that juggles a bunch of games. At any given moment, I'm usually playing 1 or 2 major playthroughs. I'm usually doing 1 or 2 chill night streams. Sometimes I'm doing kind of an independent thing, indie game or a horror game or something tossed in. And usually I have a multiplayer element as well, whether that's a fighting game or an FPS game. There's something in there that has multiplayer to it, okay? Balancing all of those, that's how I've actually been successful. I've said my formula and my situation is incredibly different from everyone else's. First of all, I've been around for 17 years as a YouTuber. Who fucking cares? How many other people can say that? My formula works because I appeal to a wider variety of viewers than most other people. Most other people will find their niche, right? Their one thing that they're really good at, and that's what they focus on. I'm the opposite. I'm the jack of all trades. When you come to my streams, you have no clue what I'm going to be doing because I could be doing one of many different things. Now, if you follow my schedule, you'll know when I'm doing the thing you want, and that's why at any given day, you might see a completely different viewership. Right? One day I might be playing an RPG and you see one group. The next day I'm playing Street Fighter, you see another group. The next day I'm playing an FPS game and there's a third group. There is definitely carryover between the groups, but you'll notice different audiences. And that's why I kind of retain around the same viewership every day on stream, but the views on the on-demand videos could go like this. Depending on the game and the genre, the audience can grow or dip. I would argue that RPGs that are super lengthy don't get huge audiences, while more action-based games, more difficulty-based games, and newer AAA playthroughs do see a spike in viewership. So I am very different than most other creators. And when people say to me, well, I don't get it because other creators can do this and be successful, I say, yeah, but I'm not other creators. Do you get it? Most other creators started way after me, okay? They had track records of other people they could follow. They had outlines and blueprints and experience and things, and they did things a way that already worked. That doesn't work for me. Things that work for other people will never work for me because number one, I am the most clipped person on the internet when it comes to, oh, let's take every single thing Phil does and turn it into a negative thing out of context, okay? My actual uncut gameplay, on average, probably does anywhere from 300 to 500 views a video. You know, these days, if it's a good big playthrough, I can get 1,000 views a video. But the clips channels that take everything out of context and literally spin it negatively to lie and slander me get tens of thousands of views a video. So every day when I'm streaming and uploading, I'm literally competing with people who steal my content live and upload it before me. So people who want to see Darkside Phil see it from someone else first. There's no way for me to stop this process besides becoming incredibly wealthy so I can hire a team of lawyers to sue those people into oblivion. Well, guess what? I'm not going to become incredibly wealthy and I'm not going to be able to do that. So instead of saying, oh, Phil should just do what everyone else does, I think it's time for people to wake up and be realistic. I can't because I'm not everyone else. I'm not in the situation of everyone else. It's complete mass theft, complete mass crimes being committed every day, and there's nothing I can do about it. If those channels were not allowed to exist, I would be getting all of that viewership. It may not be positive viewership, but I would.
Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. You are not fucking going. You know, no. I love. This is fucking delusions of fucking sheer grandeur, right? Fucking here. You think that you're gonna have like fucking 20,000 people from Emojis fucking videos fucking flooding to your fucking unedited, uncut fucking like an hour 90-minute video and watch the whole thing in its fucking entirety? Phil, you don't understand the whole point of why they're appealing. Yeah, Phil doesn't get why Memology's compilations are as entertaining as they are. Because it makes it digestible. It makes it fucking, you know, it takes Phil's garbage fucking shit content, you know, it extracts the best parts from it, whatever, and it makes it digestible for a common YouTube viewer. That's why they fucking do so well with numbers.
Still be getting those views. I would get more exposure in a more fair way. So it doesn't matter what everyone else does. They literally don't have an army, a community of business trolls who literally steal their content and make money off of it every day. So when I hear things like, oh, well, so-and-so can just play a game nonstop and not quit it for 2 weeks, why does it work for them and not for you? Because I'm Darkside Phil, one of the most fucked with people on the internet, and until you realize that, nothing you say has any validity. Period. Okay? So, basically, what I'm seeing is a couple of different schools of thought. Some people are saying, dude, just skip all lengthy games, all right? Now listen, I could do that. I could become a guy that sadly just doesn't play any more RPGs. Because RPGs are lengthy. I'll never get through one. I'll never play a visual novel. I'll never play any game that's like longer than 20 hours. Because anything that's longer than 20 hours is going to take me over a month to beat. Get it? Doom was the exception, because with Doom The Dark Ages, I literally made my schedule play it every day so we could beat it just a little over a week. And that one I think did fine for what it was, but you notice that when I played Doom, I wasn't playing a lot of any of the other games that I was playing. You know, Clear Obscure, Blueprints, they all took a back seat. You see what I'm saying? So, the way I see it is, do I skip all RPGs and all lengthy games? Because they're going to take too long and you lose the audience over time. Okay? Another school of thought is this. When you play a lengthy playthrough, a game that you know has a ton of content, okay? Try to focus on the story. And that's a big departure. That's a big departure for me. Because remember, I used to do that ages ago when I was a YouTuber that was just on demand, okay? Sadly, what was I going to say? Sadly, with that, I got distracted by someone in the chat. I'm sorry. What was I saying?
Old bastard.
I got distracted by guys in chat. I lost my train of thought completely. I got to get back on track. What was I saying?
Who fucking cares?
Just quit all games and stare directly at the camera for 8 hours a day? Well, that's interesting. Okay, thank you. So, what I could do is go back to who I was as an old YouTuber. Who was I as an old YouTuber? Well, before I even live streamed, I just made on-demand videos, and here was my objective. Buy a game, play it as quickly as humanly possible. Doesn't matter how much content I cover, how many missions I do, all I'm trying to do is beat the game as quickly as I can. And once it's done, review it, package it up, return it to GameStop to get my money back. Not really return, what it was a trade-in system back then. If you traded in multiple games quickly, you got like a giant boost, okay? And then on to the next game. Back in the day, I was known as the gaming YouTuber who went through games so quickly that within 1 or 2 days of release, you could watch my whole playthrough, enjoy the game, know if you liked it or not, and buy it for yourself. If you liked it, skip it, if you didn't. I was used as the guideline of should you buy a game or not. That was the purpose of DSP Gaming back in the day. But over time, that changed. People told me they didn't want that anymore. That making playthroughs that are rushed and only focusing on story, sadly, skips most of the meaningful content of the game. How can you truly judge a game if it's good or not if you skipped all the side missions and all the challenging content and only streamlined the story? So people told me, Phil, you're a dinosaur. Phil, your model's outdated. You need to change and update with the times. Everyone today is becoming interactive. Everyone does the side content, talks with their audience. You got to change. So I did. In the last 10 years, I completely changed my model to now be interactive, side content, shout-outs, talking, everything like that. And now the games take a hell of a lot longer to beat. Now everyone says, you take too long. Your playthroughs are boring because you're doing too much side content. You're over-leveled for the main story. So the truth is, the feedback I've gotten led me to where I am today, and now no one likes where I am today. I could have stayed who I was, and then I would have been...
So it's his fad's fault from years ago. Like, Phil fucking adopted live streaming not because the fucking fans asked him to fucking do it, but because of the fucking adpocalypse. Phil had no fucking choice but to fucking, you know, run to fucking live streaming to fucking save his fucking soul. You know, save his fucking business, because ad revenue was fucking no longer cutting it for him, you know what I mean? Machinima's fucking ridiculous contract was no longer going to fucking sustain Phil, so live streaming was literally the only option he fucking had to fucking maintain that level of fucking financial income that he fucking needed and craved and desired. It was, instead of fucking, you know, Machinima fucking paying those fucking bills, it was a fucking dent heads on live stream every single fucking day. That was literally why I fell adopted live streaming, not because of the fucking fans and giving them something back or whatever. No. He adopted live streaming because he had no fucking choice, because he needed to fucking make money and he fucking turned to his fans as a replacement to fucking machinima for making the money.
Told you're a dinosaur, you didn't roll with the times and change. And then if I change, you're also wrong. So that's the difference between Darkside Phil, DSP Gaming, and other content creators. Right now, if I listened to the feedback, oh, you should just play the same game nonstop and beat it within a week, I would get nonstop feedback. What are you doing? This game sucks. This game's boring. You're killing your business. You're killing your streams. We're not going to come by till you're done with this game. So for 2 weeks, I'd see no one on stream and everyone would bitch. I'm not dumb. I know that no matter what I do, it's not good enough for the peanut gallery on the internet because I've been doing this for 17 years. I've changed tons of times and it's still never good enough. So that's why, again, I don't listen. I'm like, I'm not going to listen to this bullshit of people demanding things that I know won't work because I've already changed, right? So here's the truth is I don't think that there is a simple solution to anything. But when it comes to particular playthroughs, we may have to make decisions. For example, as of today, I'm making the decision, we're going to try to get through the story of Claire Obscure. All right? At this point, even though it's going to be insanely tempting to do the side content, because we passed by a lot of it, we see it, we're like, man, I wish I could do it. You know it's going to unlock. I think we're just going to have to focus on the story. Let's get to nearly the end. And then before we beat the game, decide do we want to go back and do it or not, depending on how many people are showing up, how many people are engaging, and how many people are supporting. If sadly, we get to this end of the game and no one cares, then I guess we're done with the game. And that sucks because I want to keep playing. I want you guys to understand I love this game and I want to get as much out of it as I can because I'm having such a good time. But that doesn't necessarily translate into what viewers want and what's good for business. And this is a problem. People say things like, Phil, you should just do what you want to do. You should just do what you enjoy and do what you love. And that passion will come through and you'll be successful. That's not always the case. Not always. People say to me these days, why do you keep playing Yakuza games? Don't you know they don't do well? Well, because I like them. So I still play them. Oh, well, that's a horrible decision. Then on the flip side, I get yelled at. Why aren't you playing things you like? Like, wait, what? So that's what I mean. There is no solution with me because the position I've been put into is one of no matter what I do, I'm wrong. The internet has actually been programmed to believe that. Right now, the internet actually thinks I'm terrible at fighting games. I was terrible at Doom the Dark Ages. I'm terrible at every FromSoft game. I'm terrible at everything I do because that's what they're told through illegal clips channels. And that's all that they see because that's what YouTube pushes to the forefront of the algorithm.
You have done that yourself.
So when you say, do what this other successful person does, do what this person does, doesn't work for me. I could literally emulate the most popular streamers on the planet. No one would give a shit because I'm Darkside Phil and I'm not in that position. I can't copy anyone else. I'm a unique dude. That's why I've been here 17 years and I'm still here and I'm still successful. But it also means I can't follow the trends and I can't do what everyone else does. It doesn't work for me. Okay?
This does not come across as a successful human being I'm listening to. This comes across as a very desperate human being who is fucking pleading with his fucking audience to fucking tell him all the fucking magical ways for him to fucking extract as much money as possible from their fucking pockets and bank accounts. Like, this is not the fucking rant and moan and bitch fest of a successful person.
Okay. I appreciate you saying that, Gars, because some people sometimes are very nice. Like Gar says, no, you are still decent at Street Fighter 6. Other people are like, well, no, you're not that bad at it. No, I know, but that's the point I'm making. No one believes it, though. Like, everyone knows if you actually watch me play fighting games, I'm pretty good at fighting games, right? Everyone can...
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! Can agree there. If you've watched me play fighting games, instead of just watching the clips channels, you know Phil's actually pretty good at fighters, has insight into them, has good knowledge of them, and should be listened to when it comes to fighters because he knows what he's talking about. But
no, should be listened to. What do you mean should be fucking listened to? Well, I don't give a shit about your fucking history of fucking fighting games. Look, you're competent in fighting games, but your fucking ego. I'll let Jade speak first. Oh God, what's Jade gonna say?
Squeaky wheels. Jade tipped £1. Squeak, 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 squeak. Stop making fun of my daddy and not the one that went out to get milk and never came back.
Jesus Christ. Fucking Jade. Oh, fuck. He'll be back any day now. It's only been, what, 7 years and counting. He'll be back any fucking day. He just needs to find the right fucking milk, that's all. Thank you, Jade, for the fucking contribution. Very kind of you indeed. Good stuff. But yeah, Phil, that's what I'm saying. Phil is competent at fighting games, okay? He knows how to play them. He can win sometimes and he'll lose sometimes. Phil's ego will not accept the fact, though, that he is average. That's the sad truth of the fucking matter. Phil's average at fighting games these days. The stats back up. Look at Profit, but the stats here. 53% ranked win rate across 3 platforms in Street Fighter 6. Phil is literally pulling in numbers, which is average win-loss ratio. He is an average he thinks he's better than he actually fucking is. Because his ego will refuse to fucking accept the fact that he's average these days in fighting games. But it's more fun to say he's bad at fighting games because his ego can't accept that either. He's like, no, I'm good. I was 4 for evil one time. I've been doing this for so filthy. We don't care. We're just saying what we fucking see. You know, you just can't fucking hang with a fucking fighting game community these fucking days. You're fucking way fucking past it.
Most people don't know that because they don't watch my content. Get it? They watch other people's clips channels. So there you go. Same thing with Doom. I was not bad at Doom the Dark Ages. I wasn't great, but I wasn't terrible at all. Watch the playthrough. Very few times did I even have difficulty. Maybe 2 challenge rooms really pissed me off. Outside of that, I cruised through the game on the harder difficulty. Wasn't a problem. Anyway, so here's what we're gonna do. Today, starting today on this stream, we are going to just go through story content. I'm actually leaving wherever I am because I know I was in the middle. I think we just finished a side content dungeon. We're leaving that and we're heading straight to the story. So we're gonna go right to there's 2 story parts to do that are available. You pick. I'll just pick one. We'll do it. We'll pick the other. We'll do it. And I believe that when you beat both of those, you actually end Act 2. Then we'll be in Act 3. We'll continue the story. We'll keep going until we get to the point of no return. And when we hit that point, then we'll decide, how is the playthrough done? Has things gone well? Are people showing up, engaging, and supporting, right? And then if they are, well, then we'll spend more time and we'll go back and we'll do all the side content that unlocked that's challenging and fun to do. But if the playthrough's dead, then it's dead. And we just finished the story and we're done. We've already played 47 hours of Clair Obscur in a month. I've loved every moment. It's definitely going to be one of my Game of the Year contenders. It's sad that, sadly, people won't allow me to play it at my own pace and enjoy it. But what can I say, right? And you have people who say, oh, well, it's because of this. You should have played it at a harder difficulty. You should have done this. You should have done that. Please bite me. There's always an excuse why DSP isn't good enough. It doesn't matter what difficulty I play a game at. Look what happened with Doom. I played it on the harder difficulty. Phil, you still suck. So fuck off. No one cares. Really. No one cares about every little silly, stupid gripe you have about Darkside Phil. You all don't matter. What matters is those who actually show up and engage and support with my raw content here on the channel. Not the clips, not the consensus of me on the internet. All of that is white noise that doesn't matter. That's what a lot of people don't seem to understand. It doesn't.
Phil, if this doesn't matter, then why are you letting it get to you so fucking much? Why you fucking have why are you having daily rants with it? That just fucking gives us more fucking content to clip. Here's Phil's latest meltdown on how he doesn't care what the internet says. Well, he fucking cares what the internet fucking says.
Matter about anything outside of what's broadcast or uploaded to this channel. None of it matters to me. It doesn't affect me in the least, positively or negatively. I just need to find enough people to come for the core content to watch and engage and support it. And then I'm good, right? And that's why a lot of these streams are doing well. And I'm happy for that. But it does upset me when I'm genuinely enjoying a game and having a great time with it, and it's not resonating with the audience for some reason, okay? And that's what's happening right now.
You are the reason, and you can't accept that, and so you're blaming the internet for... Like, it's just so... It's not our fault that your fans are getting bored of the shit you're creating.
Right now, with Clair Obscur, when we played it 2 days ago, everyone quit the stream. We had less than 150 viewers on YouTube, and I only made $37 of support for a over 4-hour gameplay segment. That's terrible, okay? Straight up, that's terrible. That's terrible, okay? Straight up, that's terrible. That's one of the worst streams I've ever done. And it really sucks, and there's nothing I can do about that. I can't make people enjoy the game as much as I am. So all I can do now is say, all right, fine, we're just going to streamline it. We're just going to go through the story, and we'll see what happens and go from there. Now, I want to make this abundantly clear. If people show up, engage, and support for Clair Obscur in the story we're about to do, and they support it, I will play it longer. I will do the side content, which I want to do. I want to be challenged. I want to have to parry. I want to have to do all this stuff and not just steamroll through a game. But I got to have people buy into it. I can't just be doing it for myself. You know what I mean? So let's see how it goes starting today. How will this stream go? We're about to find out. Okay? Shout out to Soul Potato 07, who's been a member for 24 months. He says, how are you? I'm personally good. I'm actually in a pretty good mood. I'm excited because I get to play Clair Obscur. We're going to try Night Rain tonight. The next few weeks are going to be insane. We've got the launch of the Switch 2. Updates in Street Fighter 6, Summer Game Fest, Xbox Gaming Showcase. Other things are rumored to happen right around there. So you're going to have shadow drops and special games being released. Then we've got Mind's Eye, Death Stranding 2. Like, June is insane. June will be absolutely packed with content for gaming. So I am 100% excited. All right? Okay.
Who fucking cares?
Let's get to some other shout outs. Let's see here. So I got a $2 tip. This person says, I feel you. The audience going back and forth can lead to frustration. You don't always get the results that you want. Have you considered taking charge, making decisions without the audience, and using analytics to course correct? It's famously said the audience doesn't really know what they want until they are led to it. Be bold, I believe. That's that's old Phil. That's old DSP. That was me saying, I'm playing this because I want to, and you'll like it. And if you don't, you're wrong, because I'm the one who knows better, because I'm the successful YouTuber, and you're not. So watch my content or don't, but I'm the one in charge. That used to...
Phil, you're literally... Do we need to remind Phil that he went and chastised his fucking audience for the 50-goal Viewer's Choice Marathon? He blamed his audience for being in charge of the things that were happening on that fucking marathon. And I said to those guys, fuck you guys, I'm deciding what happens for a 100-goal marathon because I'm smarter than you guys. He still hasn't told everyone what a 100-goal marathon is yet. he keeps hinting about it and promising it, but he's still not told people what the 100-goal marathon is.
To be my old attitude back in the day. Then people yelled at me and said, Phil, don't you understand? That's the opposite mentality that you should have. You are supposed to be listening to your audience. You're supposed to be taking in feedback. You're supposed to be changing with that feedback, doing what people want. You are a content creator that provides free content, and you're expecting people to watch ads and support you via Patreon and things. And you can't have that if you're not doing what the people want. So you have to listen. You have to change. You have to be interactive. You have to do all this stuff. So I said, sure, let's do it. Let's change. And I did. I became fully interactive. I became a social streamer rather than just a gamer. I started doing lengthy playthroughs, all of the content. I did everything I was told is how you're supposed to do it. Here we are in 2025. Phil, you're doing it all wrong. So again, I can't win. No matter what I do, it will never be good enough. You understand? Because that's the situation I'm in. So I get to the point where I just don't care anymore. Like, I'll just do it. However, but I do need to find something that's going to work for games like Claire Obscure. Okay? Okay. Let's continue. Someone tipped $2. He says, please get over your fear of emulation. It's very easy to do, and you can play more classic games that are well established and respected. It'll get more views. Look at the YouTuber, the professional. First of all, no matter what I play, it's not going to equate to more views like you think. Again, I'm a unique situation. You got to understand it. Now, it's not that I'm afraid of emulation. Let's be honest. I think some people have this misconception that Phil's afraid, that he doesn't know how to do it, and it's not going to work. It's going to crash. All right. There's two factors involved. Factor number one. I'm the kind of guy that likes to lay out a schedule and say, I'm doing this then, this then, this then, this
Who
then.
fucking
Adhere to that
cares?
schedule so everyone knows what's going to happen, and then be there for it and do that content.
So you can argue that you're hyper-fixated on a schedule. You know, your hyper-fixation on that particular schedule and not wanting to deviate from it in case fucking you get upset. Interesting. It's an interesting trait you've got there, Phil. Coincidentally, look who just gave him $2 on his stream. Hyperfixate equals autistic. Are you okay? It's okay to talk to someone if hurt. I mean, obviously, troll fucking. How did they not ban yet? How has Phil not banned him yet, for fuck's sake? But yeah, that's actually good advice. You know, I mean, it's always good to fucking talk. You know, it's very important to fucking talk, of course. If you need to talk, find somebody to talk to. It says it wasn't the audience that forced him to adopt live streaming. Rambo told him that when Rambo pushed him to capture, it took Phil 4 years to finally do it after that. Like, Phil was always fucking late to the fucking party because he fucking thinks, well, it's worked for me now, so why should I fucking change? Like, Phil, instead of Phil thinking to himself, I can upgrade this, I can upgrade that, and all that shit, he just thinks to himself, no, it's working. It's working now, so why bother changing? Phil's the type of person, like, you know, like, he will wear his consoles and computers into the fucking ground. He'll wait until that shit's on fucking fire before he thinks to himself, okay, maybe I should fucking get a replacement. He won't try and prepare ahead and plan ahead with the fucking, you know, no shit, no. He'll just wear, you know, he's just, as long as it fucking works barely, he'll keep fucking going with it.
Okay? With emulation, I don't know if it's going to work consistently all the time, and sadly, I don't have time to troubleshoot and mess around with tech. I just don't. Look at how long it took for me to smooth out my setup when I upgraded in January. Why do you think I was so apprehensive about migrating from my old 10-year PC to the new one? It took like 3-4 months to work all the bugs out of the setup, so now we can consistently stream every day without something turning off, and even...
That's actually really fucking embarrassing. That is pathetically embarrassing that Phil is Well, that's on you. That is nobody else's fucking fault but you. This is your job, this is your career, this is your fucking livelihood, and you didn't bother your fucking arse to fucking put in the homework, you know, do the legwork and do your due diligence to fucking learn this shit. You know? Like, Phil, this is your job. This is your fucking career. It is your duty to educate yourself on how these things fucking work. And then you can fucking make the choice if you want to fucking adopt it or not. It is your duty as a content creator, especially to someone of your fucking size, to fucking do your own homework on these things. Take 5 fucking minutes of your fucking precious fucking day and look into seeing whether it's fucking worth doing or not. It shouldn't be up to someone else to fucking do it for you. This is your fucking life.
Nowadays, that still happens sometimes, right? So now imagine, I'm trying to get into emulation, and emulation is definitely something that's finicky, that you need to tweak per each game and each situation. It's not, oh, here's just an emulator and here's a ROM, load it in, play. For some games it is, yeah, SNES, but for anything past that, there's a lot of things you got to work on, all right? That's number one. I'm not saying it's not viable or it's not feasible. I'm saying, man, it would be tougher because it would mean me having to get savvy on something that I really don't have a lot of time to get savvy on. Or else, every time I go to do emulation, you may have, well, guys, I wanted to play this game.
You're not savvy about anything, for fuck's sake. Hell, you're fucking still doing, you know, you're not even savvy about doing content creation. You're a live stream right now, and you fucking don't understand how to fucking use studio mode. anytime Phil wants to add a fucking new scene, he has to fucking wait until his stream is live, then during his little fucking pre-stream roll and art, you know, slideshow, he'll fucking have to turn the camera on and add the fucking thing. You see him do it. He doesn't understand OBS or studio mode. Like it's like he's not savvy for doing live streams, and yet he still fucking does it anyway. It doesn't stop him. Fucking savvy, get the fuck out of here. Steve losing his damn mind. How can you say you're savvy when you don't even know how emulation works? It's just, yeah, it blows my fucking mind. It really fucking does. The excuses this little bitch has, it's just basically just an excuse for him not to fucking put in effort. Because I haven't got the time. I'm super fucking busy. I can't. No, it's not possible. Someone else do it for me because I'm just a lazy bitch. Oh, for God's sake. It's just fucking ridiculous. For fuck's sake. I just checked. This is a Diablo or Darkness says check Discord. I have made 3 things just now. You let us see the 3 things that Diablo or Darkness just made. Hold on. Let me go to Discord. Thing number 1. Okay. Okay, so that was thing number 1. It's all animated. Thing number 2 is just like a freeze frame in the sky, zooming in. And thing number 3. There we go. AI. Oh Christ, man. AI is going too far. There you go. That's the 3 things fucking made. Jesus Christ, there we go. Anyway, let's get back to the bingo, shall we? Before we go back. Yeah, Retro Arch and Fightcade for emulation makes it easy. Phil fears Fightcade because he'll get his shit pushed in from other fucking players.
Today, but it ain't working. Now we gotta mess with this for an hour on stream before we can even play, right? That's number 1. Number 2, this is the other factor. Emulation isn't legal unless you already own the game or the rights to the game, etc., right? So let's say, for example, people are like, will you emulate this game on PlayStation 1? Sure, but technically it's not legal. Now, I'm not saying that I would get into any kind of problems, but...
If Phil fucking loads up like fucking like Pac-Man or something, and if next thing you fucking hear is just fucking... Yeah, people gonna fucking swat you because you're fucking playing any fucking game, Phil. Get the fuck out of here.
As you know, and I keep explaining this, I've already said it like 3 times on this show today. I am Darkside Phil. I am not every other streamer. You understand that? I'm not. I'm different because at every waking moment that I do anything, I have tens of thousands of idiots, obsessive losers on the internet stalking me. So if I play emulation, there's a very strong chance that I would have thousands of people reporting me to various different places saying, hey, did you know that Phil's playing this game on emulation? This could be illegal because he probably doesn't have rights to do it. And that could send people after me. That could send people after my channel. That could send people after, you know, the business at large. You know, there's a lot of risk factors there. And I know you may say, oh, that's just ridiculous. You do understand that when I was going to play GGPO, which is the way that the fighting game community plays fighting games online, there was actually people who were like this, like fucking supervillains. They were like, well, good thing no one told Phil that you can use an IP sniffer with GGPO, and the moment you match with someone, you get their IP address. And the moment that they got it, they were going to DDoS attack me nonstop, so that I couldn't stream. To the point.
Prophet, do you want to explain again quickly to people that even when Phil plays Street Fighter 6, because it's a peer-to-peer fighting game, that you can find out anyone's IP address if they're playing Street Fighter fucking 6? So Phil, anyone can find out your IP address if you're playing Street Fighter 6 or fucking Fightcade, doesn't fucking matter. Phil said, oh, they're not safe, these games aren't fucking safe, people can find your IP if you play these fucking games. The fighting games are peer-to-peer. Doesn't matter if it's on fucking Fightcade or if it's on fucking... IP sniffers will still find your fucking IP if you're playing somebody on Street Fighter 6. Yeah, Prophet says, I hacked Phil through Street Fighter 6. Well, you found his IP address through Street Fighter 6. And you sent in that to him as a warning, you know what I mean, just to fucking prove your fucking point. Like, Phil's excuses as to why he can't play Fightcade is bullshit. Because anyone, if they fucking wanted to, could find his IP address even when he's fucking playing Street Fighter 6.
Where I was going to have to get my cable company to come out here and change my IP address again, because it's not a quick fix with my cable company. Didn't you know that there was an actual employee at my ISP who was resetting my modem on the daily and was changing all the information in the modem and turning on my wireless network to say insulting things about me to my local neighborhood?
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
You're aware of that, right?
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
That's the extent these weirdo losers have gone to mess with me in my life. So it stands to reason that something that's safe for everyone else, like playing on GGPO, doing emulation streams publicly, is not safe for me because these people are fucking nuts. I would not for a second believe that if I did emulation, that they would go to Nintendo, they would go to Sony, they would go to the publisher of the game, they would go to YouTube, they would go to this, that, and they would file false copyright strikes and takedown requests and this and that, and try to fuck with me. So that's why I really don't mess with emulation.
Well, would it really be a false copyright strike if you are playing a game illegally? You can't call it a false... You can't... Okay, if you are playing a game illegally through emulation and you are copyright struck because of that, that's not a false copyright strike. I'm just saying, like, that would be a legitimate copyright strike because you are breaking the law. So no, don't call it a false copyright strike when it wouldn't be false. Dark says, fun fact, playing emulators is legal. It's distribution that's illegal. Distributing the emulators are illegal, but playing them perfectly legal. Try to tell and Phil that though.
If there was a tried and true, safe, guaranteed way to do it, I'd be okay with it. But everyone knows it is a gray area. 99% of people get away with it because no one cares. I'm the guy who'll get screwed because of these people on the internet. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Again, I'm not like everyone else. I can't do what everyone else does to be successful. It doesn't work for me because I'm Darkside Phil. Get it? Okay. Let's see here. You cannot find the last podcast. It's right here. The last podcast, right here. Are long games viable for playthroughs today? Discuss the level 1 podcast. Yes, from yesterday. It's live. It has over 900 views because people wanted to talk about that topic. It was a hot topic. So yeah, no, it's live. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to see it. It's live right now, and there's no problem. Thanks for the $1 tip. Okay.
I will come find you in real life.
I'm gonna find out who the fuck.
And I got a $3 tip.
Let this be noticed live on the internet. You're fucked and you are done.
Oh, this is hilarious. Listen to this. This I didn't know about till this moment. This is a $3 tip, anonymous tip. Occasionally on a fighting game subreddit, you'll see someone making a post totally distraught at losing to you online, how you're considering quitting the game since they lost to you. Sometimes they even mention watching the detractor vids of you playing, saying said fighting game, and they assume you lose all the time and think you'll be easy. You're way better at fighting games than they give you credit for. Yeah.
I have never heard of this until fucking now. I have never fucking heard of such a fucking thing existing. Will Phil question the validity of it, or is he going to automatically assume it's real because it makes him seem like a fucking superior human being? Phil's just going to fucking automatically believe it, isn't he? Man, so if someone said this shit about me, I'll have been very naturally skeptical. Like, he says, surely not. Surely fucking not. Oh, Sonny says, he's a spoiler from the future, he's going back to the comment. So he's actually going to go over the big lengthy comment in the from this podcast yesterday. It was kind of bullshit that Phil skimmed. Like, he went and ignored 90% of the comment just to fucking spout off the fucking time he took to fucking play his fucking games. He ignored all the constructive criticism and whatever. Yeah, hopefully he actually addresses the fucking points.
They're morons. That's what you call those people, morons. Because they just believe everything they're told. I'm actually good at fighting games. You have to understand it. There's other...
So there's no proof this fucking thing exists, and yet he's immediately believing what he's been told here, without any evidence whatsoever. He's having... So, this is beautiful. He is calling other people morons for believing everything they're told, while he's believing everything he's told about this.
Making a post totally distraught at losing to you online, how you're considering quitting the game since they lost to you. Sometimes they even mention watching the detractor vids of you playing, saying said fighting game, and they assume you lose all the time and think you'll be easy. You're way better at fighting games than they give you credit for. Yeah, they're morons. That's what you call those people, morons. Because they just believe everything they're told. I'm actually good at fighting games. You have to understand it. There's other people out there who are considered in the same realm as me that aren't good at fighting games, like LTG. Like, he legit sucks, all right? 99% of the time, the reason he wins is because he finds some abusable strategy, easy mode shit day one. After like a few months of a game, he always sucks at them, okay? So now he tries to play a fighting game, and he loses 80-90% of his matches, and everyone laughs at him. When I play fighting games, I literally always win more than I lose. Even in games I'm not good at, like Street Fighter 6, I still win more than I lose.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
I never have a losing night. It's like, rarely happens. In old school fighting games, I dramatically win more than I lose most of the time. There may be an exception, like last time I was trying to play Tigru, which I don't even know how to use. So I had to basically take my licks trying to learn the groove. But most of the time, if I'm doing something I know about, I dominate in old school fighting.
Who fucking cares?
So, excuse me. Yeah, I'm actually good at fighting games. That's the funny part is idiots on the internet like this moron on KickChat who I just permanently banned don't know that because they don't watch me play fighting games. They watch the clip channels. They watch the negative highlight channels of
5 in a row.
The rare times when I'm losing a lot and I rage.
God damn it, I went full screen for a sec. Hold on. Ah. Accidentally zoomed in and fucking fell. My bad. Like, I just love, he's automatically assuming this thing's fucking real. So it's just a beautiful irony to it all. It's a beautiful irony that he is automatically believing everything he's fucking been told right there without any fucking substance, no evidence whatsoever. Someone just randomly mentions a thing that no one's ever fucking heard of before and feels like, yes, that's absolutely fucking true. And then he's just saying, oh, everyone believes I'm Bando. And they still believe everything without any... Fuck off. I forgot. No. Probably says time to break out the Street Fighter 6 rankings. It's just, I mean, he wasn't that good at the game. Like Phil's average. You know, he was average, you know, but he couldn't accept that.
They don't watch me play fighting games. They watch the clip channels. They watch the negative highlight channels of the rare times when I'm losing a lot and I rage or I get really angry at the netcode or some abusable tactic some scrub is using. And that's what they focus on. And they act like that's the majority of the time I'm playing when it's not. I'm actually winning almost all the time. Go check the track record. You'll find it out. But you actually have to watch the content, not just some no-low loser who steals my content and misrepresents it on the internet. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me because again, that's why the FGC doesn't like me because they group me in with guys like LTG who actually legit suck and don't know that I'm actually good at fighting games. So then the people who play me lose all the time and get fucking upset about it because they don't realize that they lost to someone who's actually good.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Oh, let's see here. Luigi Mansion in the house did a 100 knock super chat, which as we know from track record, it's like $9.60, something like that. He says, if you save a bald eagle, does it mean you save a little piece of America? Well, it would mean that you're saving the national bird. I do believe that there are bald eagles that actually aren't in America too. Like, I don't think that bald eagles are limited to just like the United States of America, if I remember correctly. I think it's $9.63. That resonates, so I'm gonna put that on the lead. Excuse me. There we go. They're limited to the continental U.S., so not just the United States of America, but basically this land mass, right? There are some that are in other places too. Okay, but anyway.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, I would say if you do something relating a bald eagle, you're doing something inherently American. There you go.
Get my barbecue one then.
Cool. All right. Cool. Now, there was one thing. So for the record, really quickly, okay. Today,
oh, here we go. Bagman. Let's look at that Bagman. I can tell.
Clear Obscure, major stream right after this podcast, focusing solely on story. That's it. We're gonna.
Well, maybe not. Maybe it's the schedule.
Make major story progress today. See how far we can get. I'm hoping to get through Act 2, start Act 3, and we'll go from there and see how well we do. Please stick around, engage, and support this stream. Why? We're trying to hit our goals.
Okay, it was a Bagman. I was by mistake. It was a Bagman. Okay, I'm going to wind it. And I'm going to start a fucking bag counter. He called me off guard. I thought it was to be fucking scheduling, but no, I fucking twisted it. He fucking gave me a wee fucking swerve there and fucking turned it into a fucking Bagman after all.
All right, cool. Now, there was one thing. So for the record, really quickly, okay? Today, Clear Obscure, major stream right after this podcast, focusing solely on story. That's it. We're going to make major story progress today, see how far we can get. I'm hoping to get through Act 2, start Act 3, and we'll go from there and see how well we do. Please stick around, engage, and support this stream. Why? We're trying to hit our goals, obviously. We want to hit our goal milestone of 90 goals. Right now, we're at 86, so we have 4 goals to hit. Once we hit 90, it is DSP Tries It, the How to Train Your Dragon menu from Burger King, including a new Whopper, a new fries side, that's kind of supposed to be spicy, a new drink, and a new sundae. And I want to do it. It's going to be great. It's going to be, I feel, interesting like the Minecraft meal was. Only this time there's actually new products to try rather than just repackaged stuff. So I think it'll be a good one. Let's hit those goals. Let's make it happen. The other factor here is that the 100-goal marathon is coming. And, you know, the timeliness of it being next week, you know what I'm saying? Makes sense? I want to hit 100 goals by next week. It's going to be hard to do if we don't even hit 90 goals this week. So please support the streams. Let's hit the goal on the stream. Even if you don't care about Clear Obscure, please support the podcast before we swap over to the gameplay. All right, can we do that? Please, let's get some support in here. How about our first sub over on Kick today? How about our first membership on YouTube? Let's get some support. All right? So, Clear Obscure on this stream. Tonight, Elden Ring Night Reign premiering on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Tomorrow, there's no podcast. We're going to jump right into gameplay. Around 11:30 a.m., we'll start hanging out for like 15, 20 minutes, and then by noon, we start. 4+ hours of Elden Ring Night Reign. Tomorrow night, Friday Night Fights returns. More Capcom versus SNK2 action. I'm off from streaming on Saturday. When I return on Sunday, more Elden Ring Night Reign on the day stream, and Minecraft on the late stream. Then we see what happens. There's going to be more Blueprints, more Clear Obscure, more Minecraft, more American Truck Sim. All that stuff next week. And then, of course, next week, well, we'll see, because it really depends on how things go. Switch 2 launch, I would love to do for you. But right now, I'm not sure. All right, we have to see what happens. You know, it's kind of up in the air, depending on how things go.
Who fucking cares?
Burger?
Okay. Cool, just wanted to check on something. Okay, so we'll see what happens in regards to the Switch 2 and the launch. Right now, nothing's a guarantee, so that's why I'm not talking about it. I'll let you know, all right? And we'll go from there, okay? Cool. A couple more contributions came in here.
Burger.
I got a $2 tip. It's a shame you can't play some classic bad games and have some fun with them because they never get re-releases. A couple of suggestions, maybe one of the mini consoles like a mini NES or SNES, but those games are actually good. Or playing some bad cheap ones on Steam to have some laughs. I mean, again, it's the viability of it. Number one, are they available to play, or do you need emulation, which I can't really do? Number two, are they games that anyone would care about and tune in for? You know, I like the idea of playing a variety of bad games to get some laughs. I do. Yeah.
But I need your buy-in, guys.
Hold on. I'm getting other updates here. Hold on.
Who fucking cares?
If you keep doing the thing or not, it's not actually an apology.
Fuck you, Phil.
Fuck you, Phil.
For people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead.
Okay. Fuck you and your friends. Sorry.
Nice
a lot of
shot,
stuff is happening right now that has
25
nothing to do with
cents.
my stream. It's distracting the crap out of me, and I apologize for that, obviously, but I can't help timing of stuff, so it is what it is. Okay, I added that $2 tip, correct? We got another $2 tip here.
Do you value money more than our friendship?
Oh, really? Well, now someone see, and now who knows what to believe? Someone just tipped $2, says, I suspected the person who mentioned a Reddit thing is trying to bait you. I searched Darkside Phil and DSP in the subreddit. I don't even know what this means because I don't use Reddit. And I got no results. That's a LARPer trying to bait you to rant about that subreddit.
So basically, Phil, you immediately believed what you fucking read without any evidence whatsoever. The thing you fucking watch other people fucking doing when they're watching compilations like Mamology's compilation of your gameplay. So you did the very thing you criticise other people for. You're mocking the internet in general for giving Mamology 20,000 views for watching you be bad at video games. And yet here you are, immediately believing the thing you were told because you thought it was, oh, it's a good thing about me, so I'm going to believe it's automatically without any evidence or substance whatsoever. It's just, Phil, you honestly are, Phil, your own fucking worst enemy. You fucking mock and ridicule others all the fucking time for the exact sort of shit you fucking do yourself. Exactly, see, that's like, yeah. You just believed what you were told we were ranting about. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm fucking saying. It's just beautiful, isn't it? It's fucking delightful. Go on, Phil. Go on. What's your explanation for this one? Pigs playing your way at this one.
I don't even know what this means because I don't use Reddit. And I got no results. That's a LARPer trying to bait you to rant about that subreddit. I don't even know what subreddit you're talking about. I don't know. I just respond to what you guys say, and you know, I don't even know what I don't use Reddit. I don't even know what the fuck a subreddit is. I don't know how it works.
But you are willing to fucking believe it immediately and instantly as a way to fucking grandstand about how impressive you are at fighting games.
Anyway. Okay. Alright. There's one other major thing I want to talk about today. Okay? So, as you guys know, since I upgraded my setup and I changed things around, when I go on a break, which is usually either at the end of the podcast, or it'll be like after I'm a big chunk into my gameplay and I take a break from when like my wife comes home from work or whatever it may be, I usually will play some clips. The clips that I have are a running playlist that I've now been using for a couple of years. Alright? Some of it is newer stuff, some of it is older stuff, it all depends. Like some of these clips were made only like maybe 6 months ago. Some of them were made in the last couple of months. Some of them are 9 months old. Some of them are several years old. Okay? So these clips are fun and funny and highlights of my history. However, I've now been using this playlist for like, 3-4 months straight, and the clips are getting old. You're seeing the same clips over and over, right? So, what I would like to do is make a new playlist of clips. But what I need is your feedback on what things should be clipped, what gameplay moment.
So basically, it's up to the fans to fucking decide what moments and get the clips for them. The fans need to fucking get the clips. So the fans do all the work and just give it to Phil and he'll use it.
It's from famous playthroughs of mine, have you enjoyed, right? The thing is, there's only one of me, There's many of you. So you guys will probably have way more ideas and feedback and things than I would ever come up with from the things that I think are notable from my playthroughs over the years. All right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to make a thread. Let me show you where it is so you understand
Who
how to do
fucking
this.
cares?
Okay? So right here, this is DSP
God.
Gaming. See
No.
it? This is the channel right now on
No.
YouTube.
Who
This is the community
cares?
tab. It's funny because the community tab, they
Who
don't call it that anymore. They call it
fucking
posts. Okay? So here on the posts tab, I'm going to put up a post. It became a meme, right? The meme was to hate on me. Were there legitimate reasons? At first, there were. But over the years, are you shitting me how I've changed? Like how
This is such riveting content. I don't know about you guys, but I'm fucking glued to the edge of my fucking seat right here. I mean, who needs fucking EastEnders when you got this shit here, man? Look at him go. This is 1.5 speed fucking live community posting on the fucking go. You don't see other content creators giving their audience this sort of fucking content.
YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful.
You'd think you would have had this like fucking pre-prepared. But nah. Oh, for God's sake. So much dead air.
Come the fuck in.
Make
Fuck
the
fuck
bad
off.
man stop.
Oh,
Okay,
I give it.
so here we go.
Most shot, Phil. Really fucking. Thank you very much, Broside Phil, for popping a 14-month bingo Barry measure message saying, Jad, I have a stream tomorrow. Fucking congratulations for you. I've got a stream tomorrow as well. We'll have marbles and bingo and all that shit. But there we go. But yeah, fantastic stuff indeed. Yeah, so Broside Phil will be back streaming tomorrow. Prophet, did you see Broside Phil's feet yesterday? Random, I mean, just what I'll say, Prophet just said, I mean, right before that membership thing dropped, Prophet said he was rock hard, so I'm kind of curious whether he's seen your feet or not.
Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Thank you. So, and there you go. Speaking of, thank you very much, Broside Phil, for gifting 5 members to the channel. It's a free space right there, of course. And congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Ulf the Arbalist, Lazy Crabs, Debauched Prism, Rala, and Cal. There you fucking go. So yeah, make sure you thank Broside Phil for gifting you a membership. You just got one there. And of course, thank you, Broside Phil, for giving us a free space and the memberships. And yeah. Pixar, it didn't happen. Yeah, I'll show you. So yeah, Broside Phil was chilling yesterday. He was enjoying life, and he randomly sent me a selfie from when I was out in the, I think he was out in his yard or whatever. You know, I don't know what the fuck. So he sent this selfie. You know, so yeah, these are Broside Lego. I'm not on full screen. Sorry, these are Pixar. It didn't happen. So there you go. Broside Phil asking Prophet, do you have a foot fetish? You don't know Prophet too well, do you, Broside Phil? Prophet loves the feet. Prophet's all mad about the fucking feet. So yeah, he'll be annoyed you have your feet covered up, you know. But hey, fucking go. Excellent stuff indeed. Yeah, there you fucking go. Exactly, shoes are on. Oh, yeah, but Prophet, that's what your imagination is for. Just let your imagination run wild and that fucking big ass bald head of yours. Anyway, thank you very much, Broside Phil, for the 5-member bomb. Very kind of you indeed. Excellent stuff. Let's crack on to bingo, and fingers crossed we can get the full house today.
Boom.
Oh, shit.
Member bomb.
My biggest fans are idiots.
Well, Sonny has got to 10 memberships. Very kind of him indeed. So that means another 2 more free spaces. Very kind of you indeed, Sonny. So thank you very much, Sonny, for getting 10 memberships, and congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to, just waiting for the last one to come through so it goes through. So congratulations to Matrix, The Camping Dutchman, Mr. White, Ben Reviews Things, GBRC-EFC-125. He's a fucking easier name to fucking say, man. Beamer, The Periwinkle, M-Bod, Osama Bin Phil, and Battery Exhausted. For those 10 just got a membership there, make sure you thank Sonny. We just got a membership there, and thank you, Sonny, of course, for giving us 2 more free spaces to help us on our way, hopefully, to our full house bingo card. Sonny says, don't thank me, Broside Phil inspired your wall. I mean, I'll thank the both of you. Don't thank you. I'll thank who I fucking like. Thank you to the both of you for your kindness. It is very appreciated indeed. So excellent stuff indeed. So okay, let's crack on with bingo. So we've got 3 more. So how are things standing? So that's 3 free spaces so far. We're 1 more burp, sip, or snort away from another free space. And some more begging as well. Hopefully we get some... Yeah, remember, guys, 50 likes, we get a free space too. 50 likes, free space. 10 snorts or burps, whatever, free space as well on top of that. So yeah, these all could count, of course. These all might come in crucial as we try and get our full house bingo card on the penultimate bingo stream of the month.
Hello everyone, I'm seeking your feedback and input regarding my most funny, notable moments over the years. I currently have a running playlist of highlights that I use for breaks during streams, but it's gotten stale after several months of use. I'd like your feedback on what I should add to keep things fresh. Please respond to this thread with nominations for moments that you find notable and funny. Please include the name of the game or series it's from, timestamp of the moment if you link a video, and a brief explanation of why you think it's funny and should be included. I'll check this thread from time to time, so thanks and good luck. Pretty straightforward, right? Nothing too crazy or complex. What I want you guys to do is respond to this post and post up links of things that you found funny over the years. A lot of people say, hey, Heavy Rain's your best playthrough. Okay, why? Link a video in Heavy Rain, give a timestamp, tell me why that's a funny moment that should be included. Now, I know we're going to have idiots who are going to post up dumb shit, but that's why we're asking for this information ahead of time so we can review it and actually find good stuff. All right? So hopefully out of this, we can get a few dozen more funny moments that we can add to the playlist so it seems fresh, as opposed to just the same clips over and over and over. All right? So here we go. I just posted it up. That is on the posts tab of the DSP Gaming channel here on YouTube.
Cares?
Go over there, respond, and let's see what you guys can come up with. You know, the more the better. But if you post up dumb shit, like purposefully just insult me or, you know, some horrible thing, expect a nice ban. Because you'll deserve it. And trust me, people will do it. They probably already have. I'm not even kidding. They probably already responded. Okay.
Should we check out, guys, should we check out the community post and see if anyone has responded with some dumb shit? I'm kind of curious. I am kind of curious here. Let's go on a road trip, shall we? Road trip. So here we go. We're on Phil's shitey fucking channel right here. Here we fucking go. Let's go to his post page. Hello everyone. Who the fuck cares? 2 comments so far. Final Fantasy X HD Final Fantasy X HD Remaster playthrough part 141. 11:50 is when it happens to 12:26. What the fuck? It's funny because the did a last move that killed your whole team, but the boss ended up dying as well. XD. Wow. That sounds fucking great. Oh, this one. Naruto Revolutions from Naruto Anime Game Series. 907. Naruto Shippuden UNS Revolution Part 7. Uchiha Story. Danzo Ambush / Shisui's Choice. I'm terrible with these names, I'm sorry. I am a sucker for these jokes, but mostly due to how ridiculous that lore in Naruto is to some degree. Which is why I found it so funny. Wow. Fucking robust.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Ira for the $5 super chat who says the playlist already had a ton of detractor memes on it. I'm betting he's farming for his secret marathon, a retrospective react. May very well be, who knows? I refreshed the community post by the way, and it's still just these 2. There you go. It's only these 2 things have happened so far on his community post. We'll keep it. I'll keep it there. I'll keep a link to it here. We'll check it later on. See if anyone else has come up with some good stuff. I'll tell you what else I'm saying. Steve is all on board of your theory. Ira, you know, Steve is saying, "Oh God, you're right. We're well over your retrospective marathon." It might very well be. So yeah, you might be onto something there. That's a good thought. You know what I mean? You might very well be right. Anyway, let's crack on bingo. So yeah, we'll check back on that post later on to see if anyone has actually posted some, you know, interesting stuff.
All right, guys. So that's the topics that I had to talk about today. If anything, you know, the fact that we are now going to be focusing solely on the story of Clair Obscur, I hope that makes sense. I hope that you'll stick around for that, and hopefully it's entertaining. If it's not, I'm sorry. I wanted to play the game at my own pace and do side content, but it seems like it's not viable. We've got to get through this game, and hopefully things will turn around. I actually legit hope that today things turn around. We hit the support goal. I can maybe long-term, once we get to the end, actually take my time to go back and do some side content, but if not, I tried. You know, I honestly did. Okay. All right. So, guys, what would you like to talk about this morning? Do you have any further feedback or follow-up to what we've been talking about? Or you have other topics you'd like to talk about? Please tag me in the chat, and we'll go back and forth here with a little bit of conversation. Or any contributions that come in, I will shout out. How about this? Let's get our first sub and first member of the day right now. We've got some super chats. We got a few tips. Let's get some contributions. All right. Let's also get someone to beat the biggest tip being $2, right? Let's get a $5 on the leaderboard at least, for goodness sake. Okay. All right. So what would you guys like to talk about? Oh, by the way, it looks like I didn't update the schedule at all last night. Let me do that right now. I must have forgotten.
Who fucking cares?
Because last night I had to do some extra new stuff. I had to make the new Elden Ring thumbnail for the stream. And I did some extra work, and then I forgot to do this. So here we go.
Who fucking cares?
Okay, the schedule has been updated. There we go. Now it's correct. Excuse me. BR says, if you end up getting a Switch 2, what games would you like to get with it? Mario Kart World. That's the only game for it. Switch 2 has one game at launch, Mario Kart World. You know that, right? Literally every other game is a third-party port or another game that's already been out. There's nothing else to play on it. There's one game at launch. So I'm playing Mario Kart World at launch if I get the Switch 2, and then I'm waiting a month, and then in July, I'm playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. And then after that, I'm just waiting until the next new game. There's no games for this console. It's just true. I'm not exaggerating. That's the actual God's honest truth. There's nothing to play on it. They're launching a console with one video game for it. They're literally expecting their launch to be third-party ports that you've already played, or ports of games you've already played on the previous Switch. Like, wow, it's not a lie or a twist of any kind of truth. If it has no games, why buy it? For you, I don't know if I can answer that. The only thing I can think of to say is, if you really like Mario Kart, if you've been waiting to play third-party games on a Nintendo console, that's it. For me.
There are people who like the random, like, I don't know why. Some people just have the ability to do some bizarre fucking things with their fucking eyes, alright?
Kart, if you've been waiting to play third...
Case in point. To me, this is just like, this is not normal for me. You know? Seeing this is not normal. You know what I'm saying? It's just so weird, man. It really is. It's so fucking bizarre. Like, you know, like, just let me just zoom in on this fucking thing. Like, that fucking face. The eyes. What, I mean, it's so fucking weird. It's like, it honestly feels like his eyes are fucking fake. Just trying to escape his fucking bizarre fucking, you know, human skin suit or something. But anyway, if I can go. Anyway, sorry. That's what I'd point out. Just point out it's a fucking bizarre fucking face and fucking eyes. Apparently, I should refresh this community post. Profit has suggested something, apparently. No, only 2 comments so far. Let me just kind of really try and force a refresh properly, but no. Sort by newest first. No. It looks like you need to approve comments. So I already banned it already, or you need to approve comments. And he knows these people, you know, this one gives him money after also, so he's going to trust those comments, you know, yeah, I'm going to approve that straight away. Fucking, so there you go. Guys, we have 50 likes, fantastic stuff indeed. Let me, of course, add another free space, so there we go. 50 likes gives us a free space for the bingo board. Excellent stuff indeed. Remember, 75 likes gives us another free space, and 100 likes gives us yet another free space, as well as you guys getting to enjoy the Bubbles animation. Excellent stuff indeed. As things stand, I think we're 5 away from the full house.
Party games on a Nintendo console, that's it. For me, it's a lot different. I'm a content creator. The fact that to have it on release day, right? To be able to unpack it, to be able to hook it up, to do that live coverage of the launch of the console, to give you my opinions on what I think about the new Joy-Cons, the battery life, how the graphics are on it, how it runs, the online connections and capabilities of it, right? And then to play Mario Kart World, to tell you my opinions on the first new Mario Kart game in over a decade. Yes, it's actually been over 10 years since they came out with a new Mario Kart, if you can believe it. All of that has tons of value for me as a creator. It doesn't necessarily have tons of value for you to buy a Switch 2. Get it?
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Did Phil say react? I need to rewind this because I think Phil said react and I missed it.
Needing to play third-party games on a Nintendo console, that's it. For me, it's a lot different. I'm a content creator. The fact that to have it on release day, right? To be able to unpack it, to be able to hook it up, to do that live coverage of the launch of the console. To give
he said everything apart from the word react. He somehow fucking, well, he's talking about fucking reacting to the fucking thing, but didn't say react.
You my opinions on what I think about the new Joy-Cons, the battery life, how the graphics are on it, how it runs, the online connections and capabilities of it, right? And then to play Mario Kart World, to tell you my opinions on the first new Mario Kart game in over a decade. Yes, it's actually been over 10 years since they came out with a new Mario Kart, if you can believe it. All of that has tons of value for me as a creator. It doesn't necessarily have tons of value for you to buy Switch 2. Get it? Sidious says, would you be interested in doing, instead of longer playthroughs, like special streams called like Wild Card, where you just try a bunch of indie games. Listen, we were doing that. We were actually doing indie nights, remember? Earlier this year, I played games such as Mouthwashing, the one about, was it Kiosk? The horror food game. What else? We did a bunch. A game about digging a hole, Balatro, Arcade Simulator, whatever that was called. I can't remember. No, Coin Game, that's what it was called, right? And others. But then people said, play Disco Elysium. So I did, and that took over a month, and we didn't even get that far in, and then people said, quit it. So I did. And since then, we haven't really gotten back to having indie games in the rotation, because I've been playing chill games like Minecraft and Truck Sim. I guess you could argue Truck Sim is an indie game. So, yeah, I would like to have indie games back in the rotation.
But it's also got this unique seasoning in it that's really good. And then also a side salad,
I just got a $3 tip.
which was like lettuce, tomato, onion.
From Star Facts. Not gonna lie, Phil, this sounds like a bad cope. You were lazy every time you give a suggestion. No, it's that you refuse to use your brain to put yourself into my shoes. This is a huge problem with the actual new generation of people on this planet. People have grown up now in a generation where they're told, you're entitled to everything, instant gratification, you're a special snowflake, you're better than everyone. I don't know why. I didn't grow up like that. No one told me that when I was growing up. Okay? But everyone seems to feel that way now. On this, all younger people are of this weird entitlement mentality, right? So now it's like, so we made a suggestion, and you're not doing it, so you're lazy. No, you made a suggestion. I literally concretely outlined to you why the suggestion doesn't work, because I'm a different case than the other people you're referencing. Oh, well, you didn't listen to me, so you're lazy. I don't like you. No, use your fucking brain. Put yourself into my shoes for 10 seconds. Imagine your dark side, Phil, and you have to put up with all the shit that I do, and you have all the adversity thrown against you that I have. But
all right. I'll play ball. Currently, I'm imagining that I'm dark side Phil. Oh my god, I want to kill myself.
Somehow you're still persevering because you're not doing these things, right? That's what you need to do, but it seems like there's a whole generation of people that don't have the ability to do that anymore. Instead, it's my way, my way, my way. Oh, you didn't do my way? Wah, wah. Well, that's not how to go through life, because you're not going to be successful. You're going to find yourself whang quite a lot if you don't listen to what people say.
Man who cries about not getting his fucking precious goal hit to stuff his face full of fast food is having to go at other people for feeling entitled.
I'm telling you your suggestions don't work, and I'm factually outlining why. That's not laziness. That's, hey, I've been there, done that. I know what works, what doesn't. Here's the deal. I know that a lot of these...
If you know what works and what doesn't, then why are you begging your fucking viewers to fucking tell you what fucking works for your gameplay? I know what works and what doesn't. By the way, should I play long-form games or just fucking drop it? I don't know what to do, guys. You tell me what to do.
These people suggest, sadly, if I emulated something right now, I would have people knocking on my fucking door saying, yo, you broke the law! Don't you get it? I'm different than everyone else. Sucks that I'm in that position, but I'm telling you as concretely as I can that things aren't as simple as you think. You think life is so simple. It's not. Especially for someone like me, life's very complicated, and I have to dance around certain issues and treat things a lot differently than others do. Maybe you don't want to believe it because you're part of that group. Maybe because you're actually part of the group that derides Darkside Phil and makes his life miserable. You don't want to believe that, right? It ain't so bad for him. Actually, why do you think that I have to do things so differently than everyone else in my life? Because of these fuckers. Because of these weirdos, you know?
We made Phil beg for money every fucking day. I'm trying to understand why are we responsible?
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to call me Astro for a $2 super chat, who says, if I was DSP, I'd do that thing he said yesterday. Oh god, a cliff. Where's the nearest fucking cliff?
You're the one person that we haven't really heard from after yesterday. And I think you're the person people probably want to hear from most.
Okay.
So, you know, I've traveled around a lot in the world. I've met a lot of people in my life, like a lot of people that use people to get ahead and lie.
Zangief says, you might actually be the first person to get jailed for emulation. The detractors are insane. They send legions of letters and calls to Nintendo and others. It's obvious. I mean, you're right. You're legit right. I believe they would.
Evidence?
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Phil, Phil's saying, oh, you're right. But there was no evidence cited whatsoever. It's so fucking bizarre. Thank you very much to Steve Dead for popping a 1 month bingo Barry Mercer message saying, I don't know why he wants to prove my comment. I only suggested a 2014 house tour vlog. Oh, I know what you get there. You bastard. I know exactly. No. I know. Shit, you bastard. Oh, for God's sake. You fucking bastard. Hold on. If I refresh this fucking thing, am I about to see a sort of... If I scroll down enough, am I about to see a sort of fucking peach? Because looking for an all. Hold on a fucking second. Hold on a goddamn fucking second here. Steve of the Dead. Is it going to this particular part? Let's scroll down. If you scroll down far enough on Steve's fucking channel, you'll eventually see a particular image. It won't take long. I know it won't take long. I will find you. Where is it?
Good job.
Found it. Mind you, this is not a house tour though. This is like fucking vacation hotel tour. This is, you know, so yeah, that's not a house tour one.
What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome.
Oh, for God's sake. Is it right? You didn't post the rest.
I don't even know.
I just seen peaches and I just kind of automatically assumed it was. Yeah. He's obsessed with those peaches though. Oh, yeah, process check your DMs of what I sent to Phil for a clip. Hold on, no, sorry, okay. I've abandoned the pursuit of Steve's fucking obsession. And, but yeah, we'll go, hold on. Let me check my Discord. What's he sent? So, Prophet recommended a clip from the game As Dusk Falls. Tense choices and revelations. I wonder what this one could be about. What on earth could this one be about? Let's see.
All right, boys, prepare the slave trade. We're selling her right off for profits.
That one was absolutely hilarious indeed. How could we forget such a robust fucking clip? You know, but you suggested that, and Phil still said no. If I refresh this fucking page, will it not contain anything? No, nothing. He actually has it on. He actually has it on approval, and I think. As a very good community post you got there, Phil, to go, you know, so you need to approve all suggestions. Wow. That's not fucking limited whatsoever, Phil. Fucking hell. Oh Christ, what else have we got here? Sonny as well shared a screenshot of asking Giant Mile get approved. What's this? What's this? We would love to see this in the clip rotation. Family Night Q&A, January 10th, 2024, Part 2. Games, food, travel, and more. Awesome night. For God's sake. Am I going to search this? Hold on. Oh. 2 seconds. Oh. I assume this is on his DSP gaming channel. By the way, I assume this is on his DSP gaming channel. So if I search Family Night Q&A Jan 10 as Part 2. Hold on. Wait, what's the clip though? The problem is, what's the clip? The whole video is an hour and 5 minutes long, so what part of it is it I'm clipping? Because your comment, sorry, didn't include a timestamp, I think. It just suggested the part. You know? And like, it's a long ass video. Just the whole thing with Kate.
Alright everyone, welcome back. This is part 2 of our very special Burnell Family Night stream, where all we're doing is kind of hanging out live with the stream chat and talking with everyone and doing shout outs for contributions, just kind of being social. It's my wife.
Yeah, she fucking clearly loves fucking being there, doesn't she, man? I was like, oh, look, guys, look, my wife's here, please give me money.
Wife's first stream back in over 5 years, if you can believe it.
Yeah, and why did she fucking stay away for 5 years, Phil? And why have we not seen her since?
Now, if you want to know why, well, watch part 1, because in part 1 we answered a lot of the basic questions here, and now we're just going to kind of hang out with everyone for a little bit more until we kind of get beat. So
Jesus fucking Christ, man, those are... I'm getting some horrible flashbacks about fucking... No. I can't clip that. Oh, just... can you feel the love? Just fucking radiating from those fucking two souls. Oh, creepy.
Do that. Again, these morons who say things like victim mentality don't understand what I've actually been through. It's not that I want to be that way. I factually am, get it? Like, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making my end all be all that. If you don't notice, I don't really bring it up. but it's true. It's still happening. If I ignore reality, that would be more crazy than to not. You know what I mean? So it's just people don't want to believe the fact that everything that they've said and done has led to a really toxic, crazy internet movement against me to fuck with my life. But it has, and it's their fault. But they won't take any actual responsibility or blame for it. They refuse that. Oh no, you know, all those videos where you said horrible things that I didn't do, but you said I did them. Didn't you think that that would actually turn into something someday? That not everyone gets the joke or not everyone cares that you're just trying to make a dime, but instead people will go crazy and believe you, and now people actually hate me because you're a disingenuous fool?
Well, yesterday you told people to jump off a fucking cliff. You are not a fucking angel. You are not innocent in whatsoever. You are fucking advocating and wishing people were fucking jumping off fucking cliffs and killing themselves yesterday because they fucking make fun of your content on the internet.
An irresponsible person who should be in jail for what you've done? Don't you think that all these people who over the years, over the last decade, who have every single day...
Oh, there's a $2 super chat from Cam Nando and Phil Stream there. Isn't arbitrary daily money goals entitlement?
Slandered me. Should be held accountable? But they're not. YouTube allows it. The law doesn't, but the law can only be selectively upheld by those who are rich. That's the truth. The law says all this stuff that people put out about me every day actually is illegal. But the only way to enforce it is for me to be rich and to have lawyers to slap YouTube and these people with lawsuits. And I'm not rich. So I want you to think about that, how messed up that is. We actually have a system where anyone can say and do whatever they want, and they're perfectly protected unless you're rich. Then you can go after them. If you're not rich, every law doesn't matter because anyone can violate the law and no one cares. There is no one policing the internet for this stuff. Pretty messed up. No, you have no idea how the legal system works. You don't. I would have to be very, very affluent to go after anyone for anything. Just a single court case takes thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars and takes sometimes years of time. And that's a single court case. Think about how many people are doing this to me on a daily basis, right? So I could go after the big fish first and then go after the small fries, but I'd have to literally have like endless money, hundreds of thousands of dollars to sue these people. And I don't have it, nor do I have the time. I'm a hard worker, right? I'm streaming 5 to 6 days a week full time. I don't have time to be sitting around with lawyers and in court.
I'm sorry, that's just fucking too funny to ignore. I don't have enough money for suing these guys. Hint, hint. Also, I don't have the time because I'm such a hard worker. I'm the hardest working person on YouTube, apparently. Such a hard work. Phil, you actively... Phil exerts effort in avoiding doing effort. Like, he will actually go out his fucking way in order to fucking take the easiest possible fucking path.
Who'd be on top of the list? Whoever makes the most money. Because that's how you do it. You go after the person who's making the most money on your back, and you take their money, and then you move on to the next, down the list. Until finally people realize, oh shit, it's not viable to do this anymore because Phil is actually destroying everyone who does it, and then it ends. But just take a look. Just take a quick look. For example, the whole thing that went down with Billy Mitchell and Carl Jobs, I think is his name. So, Carl Jobs...
No, Phil, do you know what that was about here? Or are you about to fucking completely misunderstand what the case was about?
Was a beloved YouTuber for years and years saying all this stuff about Billy Mitchell. And eventually Billy Mitchell sues Carl Jobs and says, dude, you just can't just say whatever you want on YouTube about me. That's illegal. You have to have actual factual justification for what you're saying, or else you're breaking the law. And Carl Jobs kept going to his audience and saying, well, Billy Mitchell's in the wrong. He lied here, he lied there, finance my court case. He lied here, he lied there, finance my court case. Guess what? He lost his court case because he sat there defaming Billy Mitchell.
So there was one very, very particular thing that Carl Jobs said, which lost him that fucking court case, and it related to somebody's fucking passing. Like, the fact, the whole Carl Jobs thing was kind of fucking bizarre, you know what I mean? Because I did feel that Carl Jobs misled people when he made his fucking videos and described the fucking court case. It felt like there was definitely some misleading narrative from Carl there, you know? But, because I mean, to me, it's like, you know, oh, is Billy Mitchell suing Carl Jobs for just calling him a fucking cheater on the internet? Surely not. I mean, surely there's got to be something more to it than that. And yes, there was something more to it because well, Carl Jobs was talking about how much of a fucking cheater Billy Mitchell was, and Billy Mitchell's previous court cases as well, world record companies, whatever, not shit. Somebody, like one of the fucking people involved in these court cases from back in the fucking past had passed away. And I think Carl Jobs said something along the lines of like how that was beneficial to Billy Mitchell or something. You know, he said something quite crude and a bit fucked up relating to that, you know what I mean? And that is what Billy Mitchell decided to target Carl Jobs for. And because of that, he won. Because, like, you know, it's for all the things that Carl Jobs said about fucking Billy Mitchell. Oh, he cheats at this game, he cheats at that game, whatever, he fucking lies about this thing, he lies about that thing. The simple fact of the matter is, Billy Mitchell went after Carl Jobs for one thing that was said, and won, because Carl Jobs said it. That is actually what he fucking said. You know what I mean? So it's just... But Phil doesn't understand that, though. You know? Yeah, Luther passed, and he claimed that the guy killed himself over Billy suing them for the record. From like, yeah, something along those lines. It was something like that, yeah. You know? But yeah, it was honestly, the whole court case was kind of fascinating. Also, you know, YouTuber against fucking gamer, you know what I mean? I was like, what's this all about? And yeah, but I felt like, you know, as I said, I went and watched some of the videos that Carl Jobs made in it, and, you know, because obviously Carl Jobs kept talking about the case and some of the advancement and progress in the fucking case, and it did definitely feel like it felt like Carl misled his audience, for sure, about what the case was actually about. There you fucking go.
Over and over and over and over. So Billy won, and now Carl Jobs owes him a ridiculous amount of money. You know, and that's the case. But look how long that took. Look how long it took for that to go through. That was an ongoing thing for years. Years. And that's one case. That's because Billy Mitchell had his one biggest troll. Okay? You know what I mean? Now imagine me trying to go after the thousands of people, right?
Look out, that being said, Phil's coming for you.
Here we go. Hyperfixate just did a $10 super chat. Billy Mitchell is making a career after suing people who have slandered him. You can do the same. I would start with detractors doxing already, like Alt Insider who steals your content every day, and then the rest. I don't even know who that is. Okay, I don't. I literally...
You do. You stop pretending you don't fucking know who ALT is. You know, I'll tell you who ALT is.
Old bastard!
Literally don't. But you're right. There's literally an entire ecosystem. An ecosystem on YouTube based on defaming Darkside Phil on a daily basis. Like I said, the Clippers actually get insanely more views than I do. They steal the content. They will have clips of this podcast on their channels, which is illegal. You can't just clip someone's content before they have a chance to upload it themselves. That's actually against the law.
Is it? Are you sure about that, Phil? I don't think that's actually true. Because if you can make it transformative, then is it really against the law? Based on what? What? You know, show me some legal precedent where it's breaking the law.
You can't do it. You can't. Sorry. There's laws against it. If you waited for me to finish my broadcast, upload the videos myself, and then you clipped from the videos, that's allowed.
So show me, Phil. Show me the law that people are breaking by doing this.
Legally cannot put content out first as someone is doing it live. It's not allowed. Right now, this work I'm doing is a copywritten work. As it's live broadcasting, it's protected by U.S. copyright law. If you take anything from it, you've broken the law. So anyone who does that...
Good job. I'm not in the fucking U.S. then, isn't it?
You're in the wrong and can be sued into fucking oblivion at any given moment. Exactly. They can do it because there's no repercussions, because YouTube doesn't care unless you file a lawsuit. Hence, you need to be affluent in order to actually have a legal defense against this kind of behavior. It's really fucked up. Anyway, I guess Hyperfixate is technically our top super chatter today.
Like, we totally fucked him. You're still in mission 1. No, I'm not gonna let you lie. I know you're lying.
No, they're not hiding behind fair use. That's what they say, but it's not fair use. You understand that? It's literally not fair use. It doesn't matter how many times they say it is. It's not fair use. They could easily be sued and lose.
But Phil, there's one singular problem. You have given people permission to fucking do this already. You have given you said you don't care, use your clips, whatever you fucking want. People, you have given people the power to use the footage you fucking create. Or, you know, you've given them permission, so thanks, I guess. Sonny says, I guess you can sue me. I just clipped this with YouTube tools. Oh, fuck. What is it? I don't think that's actually true. Because if you can make it transformative, then is it really against the law? Based on what? What? You know, show me some legal precedent where it's breaking the law. Oh, you stole my fucking footage. Oh, freaking Yeah, the stream's not even live. Oh, stream is technically live, but you evil bastard. You stole my shit. I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh hell, my stuff got stolen. There's nothing I can do with it. It's just, Phil, you have no concept of the fucking law. You really don't. You have no fucking... Phil is super duper confident he would win every single court case against any fucking detractor. Wouldn't that mean that a detractor owes the legal bills as well? Like, the loser in these court cases usually fucking have to foot the bill.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Ira for a $2 super chat. It says, Your Honor, that was taken out of context. Agreed.
But they don't get sued. That's why they get away with it. YouTube should have a system where they have employees, actual humans, who are well-versed in the copyright law, where you can say, hey, someone on your site is actually violating copyright law right now, stop it. And they should look at the case and say, yeah, they are. Shut down the person doing it, shut down their channel. And now,
what about if a live streamer is telling people to fucking kill themselves and fucking throw themselves off fucking cliffs? Could we also fucking report that fucking content creator and have YouTube fucking, real YouTube human beings or whatever look into that and shut that streamer down?
Be the end of it. But YouTube doesn't care. All they care about is their own asses. So the only way they'll ever take any kind of legal action against someone is if you sue them. If you sue them with a lawsuit, then they shut them down. So that's it. And I'm not rich, so I can't do that.
Every single detractor can just fucking ask Methbear nicely to support them in court. You know Methbear doesn't, that's not the type of law that fucking Methbear practices, but he's the only lawyer we know.
Someone took $2 says, what's your biggest regret as a content creator? And what is something you don't have any regrets for? My biggest regret as a content creator.
That's actually a really interesting question. I'm kind of curious to see how Phil answers this.
I would say, well, here's the thing. There's things that I regret, and there's things that I'm sad have happened, but I can't control. Okay? I regret, back in the day, being so brazen, being such a shit talker, and essentially saying things that were irresponsible that I know probably hurt people. All right? When I was starting as a YouTuber, sadly, I didn't take it seriously. I didn't realize that my words had weight, and that things that I could say and do could actually hurt other people's feelings, reputations, etc. I didn't get it.
So, yesterday, he was telling people to throw himself off a fucking cliff. Not a year ago, not 5 years ago, not 10 years ago, not 20 years. Yesterday, he was telling people to fucking kill themselves and throw themselves off a fucking cliff.
I thought the whole thing was a joke. I thought, why would anyone care about DSP making stupid, shitty videos on the internet, right? Now, I realize 17 years later, those times back in the day when I actually had clout and my words meant things, that I probably said and did things that were pretty harmful because I didn't have anyone to follow. No one had walked before me in those footsteps. I didn't have someone to learn from.
Can you imagine? Nobody fucking told me I couldn't just fucking tell people to kill themselves. I didn't realize you couldn't tell people to get them not to kill themselves on the internet. I thought that was a normal thing. Fuck off. Fuck the fuck off.
And that's somebody right there who's already got a compromised moral compass.
So I basically kind of fucked a lot of stuff up, Really, I did. Think about how I handled certain things. In regards to relationships, my friendship with John Rambo and how that fell apart, the way I behaved during that time period, stuff like that, Those are my regrets. It's sad that things turned out the way that they did because I didn't know what I was doing, okay? Now I've learned, and in situations and experiences, I know, for example, if I'm ever going to get into a long-term situation with someone, I got to have a contract in place, firmly agreeing to what everyone says is the right thing to do in the situation, so there can be no feelings of,
Imagine, if you want to be Phil Bonnell's friend, you got to sign a fucking contract. You want to be my friend? Okay. Sign here, here, and here. Get the fuck out of here.
Sour grapes at the end of it, right? No one will feel like they're being not appreciated or underpaid or whatever it may be, right? That's my problem. Back then, I didn't get it. I thought this was all just a big joke and messing around. And, a lot of the times, things got messed up because of that.
You realize, Phil, oh my god. Phil still doesn't understand why Rambo was so fucking pissed off with Phil. It wasn't for Rambo's side of things, okay? Here's my understanding why Rambo was so upset. It wasn't just, money was not a big factor for him, you know what I mean? Rambo clearly, that it wasn't motivated by money. That was not what fucking drove him to fucking, be in Phil's life. He clearly liked to fucking hang around with Phil. There was clearly some sort of chemistry there between the two of them, okay? But Phil's... As Phil got bigger and more prominent as a YouTuber, his focus shifted entirely about into just making money. We need to do this for money, we need to do that for fucking money. It became less about enjoying the fucking friendship and more about Phil just trying to fucking make bank. As much money as fucking possible, make as many videos as fucking possible, pump out as much content as fucking possible. You know? And so the friendship got fucking, you know, Phil Barnell let money dictate and ruin that friendship because Phil didn't understand that he was losing his friends because he was motivated by money. But Phil thinks, oh, Rambo wanted more money. And it's like that is not what broke the fucking relationship, Phil. When you fucking moved to Renton and they try to keep in touch with you, Rambo and Tower try to keep in touch with you, phone you up, see how you're fucking doing, just catch up with a fucking buddy. What was the first thing you fucking did after you fucking said hello to them? When do you want to make a video? Let's make a video, guys. You were hyper focused, Phil. Hyper fixated on just using those people to make content. They wanted to see how their fucking friend was doing. You wanted to fucking use them for your own personal financial fucking gain. That is fucking why, you know, Rambo was fucking pissed off. And from my understanding, that's my interpretation. That Phil just fucking prioritized money over fucking friendship. And that's why I fucking think fell apart, because Phil cared more about the fucking money side of things and the business side of things than he cared about a fucking relationship in the first place. And Sonny says Brian went out of his way and DSP stabbed him in the fucking back by saying his friends were parting place. It's just, yeah. Phil fucking pretended to, no, Phil. So if you want to be Phil's friend in the future, you need to sign up for a fucking long-term contract. So there's, you know, it's all on paper, there's an understanding in place, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I wonder if did Kat have to sign a contract? She's been in Phil's content a couple of times. Did she have to fucking, was she made to sign anything? I'd love to see your fucking paperwork, Phil. That'd be great. Imagine that as a fucking goal. Go on, Phil, show us the fucking contract you made Kat sign to appear in your content sometimes.
Okay, so that's probably one of my biggest regrets. One of the things that I'm saddest about, that is not a regret because it's not something that I've done, is the fact that people who ever try to associate with me or be friendly with me, a lot of the times get a lot of harassment from the trolls on the internet. Like, just because someone comes by my stream and says hello and contributes doesn't mean that someone should then now stalk them all over their socials, go to their YouTube channel and post up nasty comments, try to dox and harass them and their family members, and that happens on the regular. I'm not kidding. It happens actually on the regular. So that's really messed up. But sadly, that's just nothing that I can really do. Sadly, I'm not doing it. I'm not causing it. That's just the mental illness of people on the internet. Because the truth is, that doesn't affect me at all. I want you to think about that. So someone just happens to come to my stream, hang out with me for a couple
Of course it doesn't, because Phil doesn't care about other people. Phil has no empathy in his fucking soul. Something else happened to somebody else because of Phil? Well, why should he have a shit about that? It's not happening to Phil, so why should he care what's happening to you? He is not you.
weeks, they're a nice person, they contribute a bit. You go harass them in their own personal life. Okay? How exactly did you affect me? You didn't. But you still did it. Because these people...
See, personally, if that sort of thing happened in my streams, I would feel fucking shitty. Like, I'd feel like, I'd be like, what the fuck, man? That's not fucking fair. Like, that's just stupid, you know what I mean? Like, I would personally fucking feel like, is there anything... in my mind, I'd be thinking to myself, what can I do to make this not happen again?
People who do this messed up stuff on the internet, it's not that they're doing it because it makes sense. They're just nuts. They do it because they're so mentally incapacitated from being a real human. They actually feel like, oh, I got a piece of worth or value because I ruined someone's day today. Because I did internet harassment today. I feel special. I'm serious. These people actually feel good when they hurt others. They're broken inside. They're not focused on doing good things for themselves. They're actually focused on hurting others and making sure others don't have good things for themselves. So it doesn't make any sense. And the thing is, I know this happens. I hear news stories about it every day, and I feel sad, but there's nothing I can do about that because I didn't create that situation, nor can I do anything to solve it or fix it. That's just ill people on the internet doing messed up stuff, you know? Now, what's something that I don't regret at all? Well, I guess the question is, like, what do you think it is that I would say there? Because, I mean, what, you know, really, like, I'm curious, like, what you're getting at with that question, that phrasing. Like, I don't regret being someone who does stuff differently. I don't regret the fact that I've persevered, despite the fact that everyone tells me I do it the wrong way, yet I'm still here. You know, like, there's a lot of things I can say, but I don't really know what you're getting at with that. You know, it's more about what do you regret, not what you don't regret. you know? Oh, let's see. I got a $2 tip, and this person says, even if people mess with you for doing emulation, others will back you up and support you, saying that's bullshit, he gets in trouble for that, and defend your right to play emulated games on stream. No, they won't. I'm the meme, don't you get it? That's the point I'm making. I can't do the things everyone else does, because even though what you're saying makes rational sense, they won't do it anyway. Because making fun of DSP, making Phil the butt of the joke, saying Phil's a horrible person, a horrible gamer, a horrible streamer, brings in views and gets money from a group of mentally ill morons. It's proven time and time again. It doesn't even matter who does it. It could be a Joe Nobody. They'll get views, attention, and support for hating on Darkside Phil. So even though you might say, hey, Phil's in the right, it's more profitable to say, hey, Phil's in the wrong. So that would never happen. I'm serious. It would not. and look, just take a look at Kino.
I mean, Phil, you're about to mention Kino Casino. We're on your side, in your corner for months. They didn't lose money. They kept making a lot of fucking money, even when you're in the fucking corner for all those fucking months, Phil. And what happened afterwards? They're still doing very well without you. Like, because obviously, like, what? Phil's argument makes no sense because Kino Casino. If Phil was right, then Kino Casino would have fucking would be gone by now.
Oh, that would never happen. I'm serious. It would not. and look, just take a look at Kino Casino. They tried to do it differently. They said, oh, look, literally everyone says Phil's always in the wrong because that's what's profitable. So for once, let's actually do opposite day. Let's say Phil's not that bad, Phil's in the right, this and there. And they tried it for a while, and at first it worked, and then within a few months, it stopped working. So they went right into the exact same fucking trope as everybody else. And it works. You see? No one can actually be an individual when it comes to me, because if they do, they can't be rich and make money off of losers. Because that's all it is. At the end of the day, the vast majority of people who hate on me are just there to milk this crowd. This people who apparently have money and are really dumb and are willing to just hand it over. The vast majority of people who crapped on me don't.
Have you seen your own fucking community lately, Phil? Like, here's a fucking difference, Phil. You know, I don't know any fucking detractors who'll fucking sit there on a fucking stream and cry about having no contributions on a fucking stream. We fucking do this because it's fucking fun to fucking make fun of the fucking bad man. We point and laugh at the bad man, the fucking dumbass fucking things he fucking says, and it's fucking bullshit fucking hypocrisy, and it's fucking ridiculously fucking contradictory fucking takes he fucking has on a daily fucking basis. You know? This is not the fucking be-all and end-all for most fucking detractors when they're fucking making fun of the bad man on the internet. We're just pointing and laughing at you together because it's fucking fun to fucking do.
Give a crap about me. You understand? They crap on me, but they don't actually care about me. They're only doing it to milk a very susceptible, a very gullible audience. I mean, I can't believe that side scrollers did it so much. Again and again and again. Every time they brought me up.
Side scrollers, to be fair, I mean, it was mainly Stuttering Craig. Okay? First of all, Stuttering Craig tried to fucking milk the crap out of you, okay? And pretty much, when he done it the first time, I was like, well, that's kind of funny, but whatever, you know what I mean? But he went back to that same well time and time and time again, and like, I called out at a fucking time. I kind of thought it was a bit too fucking much. One says, Jan, have you seen like become a wealthy man like that? Nah, I am not a wealthy man, not whatsoever. But I mean, it depends. How would you define wealth? Of course, I mean, if you just mean by money, nah, not really. Kind of average, you know what I mean? But I'm not complaining. I'm doing quite well in other things. I'm quite wealthy in terms of like friends and family and all that shit. You know what I mean, that's the sort of wealth that matters most. You know what I mean?
The morons will go over there and throw the money. Dude, Side Scrollers doesn't give a fuck about me at all. As soon as Craig found a way to make different money from a different crowd, he doesn't bring me up anymore. Why does he need to? You see? But they don't understand. They're so simpleton-minded. They can't figure this out. Here's hilarious. Some troll tipped me $1 and is trying to say that I didn't understand the Billy Mitchell call job situation. Yet everything they just said in their tip, I never literally said anything about on my stream. You're a fucking idiot. Keep your troll dollar, you fucking moron. It's hilarious.
You didn't understand the Billy Mitchell fucking court situation, though. Like, you clearly didn't, Phil.
What's up, Cracker Jacks? How you doing? No, count reboot. It's like I just said. I can't ever do a successful clips channel. I can't. If there's something that's highlightable in gameplay or on a podcast, yes, that I could do. I could edit that out and put it on my channel, and it'll get a few thousand views, which is a lot more than what my typical video part would get. But I could never actually do my own clips channel because people illegally clip my content while I'm still broadcasting and have clips before I can make them. When I'm live on a stream, I can't clip myself and make clips. Get it? I have to be offline to make clips. They've already clipped it. So there's no point in having my own clips channel when they've already stolen the content. Dan Zach did a $5 super chat says, "Are you okay, King?" I'm great. I'm great.
Can I fucking film me?
Everything's fine right now. I just really want this stream to do well. This Claire Obscure stream, you know. I want.
And there it is. We're back to a fucking begment.
Everything's fine right now. I just really want this stream to do well. This Claire Obscure stream, you know. I want to finish the game and have people actually come by and hang out and do stuff. Have a good time with me with a great game, rather than it being just about what's new or hot or the game that I suffer at or whatever. I want to be able to enjoy myself with games and have people along for the ride who will enjoy and engage and support that effort. And Claire Obscure makes me worried because here we are 47 hours into the game, having a great time, and people have stopped showing up for it.
Please tip me.
And give me money for it.
Because I have bills coming up. Please pay my bills. I'm nervous. Draft for cash.
You better take a sale.
Please.
That's boring. You're boring everybody. Quit boring everyone.
I've heard of this game, Deliver at All Costs. I don't know what it is though. Yeah, I've heard of that game. Sadly,
Bomb. My biggest fans are idiots.
Thank you very much to Sonny, who gifted another 10 members. Jesus Christ. That's another 2. So 2 more free spaces we have for the bingo board. Wait, is that 1? Yeah, well, with 1 bingo. With 1 bingo cost, Sonny gifted 10 more members. So that is a lot of fellas. Well, thank you, Sonny, for gifting 10 members. Congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Disco 23, Big J 6661, Catfish, Jatu, Guerra, OK, Cenobite Mummy, Only Ice Kit Kat, Max Finger Blast, and Timothy Grimley. If you just got a membership, make sure you thank Sonny for giving you a membership, and of course, thank you, Sonny, for not only the free spaces, but the free spaces which has secured a full house bingo victory. Let's tick off the squares right now.
Burger.
There we go.
Full house. Oh boy, how exciting. Anyway,
was that $10 that bingo prize? We've now got to 360. Good stuff indeed. And of course, the bingo background image, a classic dark shade of fill image, as you can see, the Dent King. You know, this is one of those kind of ones that just fucking fits so fucking well, looks so fucking good, you know what I mean? But yeah, Phil's doing his best to apply the pignosis on his fucking audience to try and get as much fucking dollars and dimes and dents from his fucking dumbass dentist as fucking possible. A Dent King, pignotizing all his fucking viewers. Excellent stuff indeed. So, is this actually approval only? We have a new comment from 18 minutes ago. 2 words. Dead space. So I don't know if Phil approved that comment, or maybe just some people are banned from commenting on Phil's channel. I don't know. I don't understand why some people can comment and some are no. Let's go. No, still newest. Only 3 comments are allowed so far. I don't understand. Is it approval only? Who fucking knows? Let's go to live DSP, shall we? Is there anything more? Like, I know, for the future seers out there, for the people that have seen the future, is there anything more to be gained from Phil? Is it anything in these little meltdowns, whatever? Or is it just, just moves on to gameplay? Like, I don't want to skip something if something kind of good happens, you know? But if nothing else of interest or not happens, then we can just play a live DSP and see how the bad man's doing. But I need the future seers though. He's on 63 bucks, nothing new. I assume he's started gameplay already.
Okay, there's one more spot possibly there, and then that's it. Then we go to the story. Everything else we've done.
By God, it's Cat.
Where is it?
Anyway, fuck it. Yeah, there we fucking go. Let's refresh the kick ban list and see if there's any fresh bans. I actually went through the bans today. So, these are all the bans that Phil had since he fucking turned up. Max Fritos, Acid Build Up Ouch, Dyed Hair Dead Air Don't Care, Star-Lord One Trick, It's a Me Only That's Coffee, Real Life Loser, How Do I Pronounce Prosciutto, Rotund Feline, Short Bus All-Star, Pet Has No Eggs Real Sad. Those are the ones that got banned by Phil ever since he turned up to the stream today. And the ones that were banned before Phil got this, so King Furbs banned them over, Cliff Jumper Real, Panda Pregnant Cat Baron, When Pigs Fly Off a Cliff. Oh jeez man, some of these fucking names. So there you go. This is DSP the Blowfish. I mean, some of these names are fucking incredible. But there you go. That's the latest kick bands that Phil's fucking had. Let's see how he's doing. $63 for Phil. Listen, I'm kind of curious. How does he do these boss battles?
Completely missed.
Sweet. I don't even invented the boss battle. This is normal anyway. Yeah.
No, I don't play with HDR. I would not play with HDR simply because you guys would not benefit from it. Most people don't have HDR, and if you broadcast in HDR, you'd have to use an HDR display to get it, or else your colors look washed out. So I don't use HDR. I could. My TV has it and everything. A best foot.
So hold on a second. So Phil, your RGBs also don't benefit the fucking viewers whatsoever. And it doesn't fucking stop you from fucking having RGBs fucking everywhere. So stop fucking pretending all of a sudden that you fucking care about the fucking viewers and what their experience is fucking like, Phil. You don't give a shit about the fucking viewers fucking experience because you only care about fucking what you are experiencing. Fucking idiot. Yeah, nah, I'm done. I'm done with the fucking bad man. Fuck that shit. HDR fucking rants. Fuck that shit. Anyway, guys, I am going to wrap things up there. Thank you very much for joining me for some robust bingo antics today. Return tomorrow. Return. Look, I'm not sure what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay. Phil claims he's not going to do a podcast, but he's going to do some sort of short, little brief, little blather before gameplay. We'll try. We can try for a 3x3 bingo card. We'll try and sneak a little bingo in there, shall we? But regardless, though, tomorrow we're going to have some marbles afterwards. You know, we're going to try and add some more bingo prize for money by completing the very challenging marble courses, and of course, it will all end by us picking a winner for the month of May for the bingo prize fund. You know, so who's going to win that? Half that bingo prize fund, you've got to win his old saying goes. If you've not yet left a comment on that community post, do it before tomorrow. You're running out of time to fucking secure your own fucking marble. You've got to put in it to win it as the old saying fucking goes. Yeah, I'm going to wrap things how it always on this. But this stream lagging is nothing to do with like me or whatever. Sometimes the live feed from the Vancouver Aquarium gets all choppy. Nothing I can do. Bugged auto mechanics. Let's go to the Monterey Bay Aquarium instead. Yeah, their stream's okay, as you can see. The otters are having a grand old time there. Excellent stuff indeed. So yeah, the Monterey Bay. So yeah, Vancouver, it's a nice sunny day, and in Monterey Bay, it's a very sunny day indeed as well. Excellent stuff indeed. Yeah, I'm going to wrap things up with the other side, so yeah. I'm going to end how it always ends by pointing to today's PIG contributions made by supremely talented Pixar Animations. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this here Thursday. See you all for a robust Friday stream where there's going to be not a lot of podcasting because there's no podcast. But we'll still try and do something anyway, bingo related, and obviously the main aim of tomorrow, of course, is to determine a winner for the month of that order just popped in. But yeah, the main aim tomorrow, of course, is to try and pick a winner for the month of what do you call it for me for bingo. Okay, yeah. Until tomorrow, guys. I hope you have a good one, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money, when you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.